Mark
Hello,
Zuckerberg's a
everybody.
monster.
Hey, Dad.
Welcome back a day early.
Yeah.
This ain't Tuesday.
This ain't Tuesday.
What?
It's actually
but
fucking
Monday vibes.
Monday vibes because
Feels like
we can't
Tuesday.
play tomorrow because I get to go to Theater Under the Stars because it's super awesome and go see Mamma Mia.
Oh, nice.
hell yeah, dude.
So cool.
And
There
I'm
you
going
go
to
again.
Toronto.
Yes. Huh?
I said, there you go again.
Yeah, there I go again.
On my own.
My.
Brown.
How could you resist it?
But yeah, so we decided we do it a
SOS.
day early. Why not? All of us kind of gathered together and figured, why the hell not? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get into today's episode.
Except for Emma.
Except
Who's
for
passed
Emma.
the fuck out because they just got in from the UK.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they flew in from
Dang.
London.
Yeah, landed like an hour ago. 2
Yeah.
hours ago.
2 or
After their
3.
flight was delayed for 24 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah, they would have been
Wow.
able to play, but
That's
they
a fucking
had
nightmare.
That's
The
brutal.
Yeah.
That would've
stupid
been
airline
very
get
funny.
shit together.
Best plane in Canada.
Hope you look exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Air Transat?
Oh, was it Air Transat?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was
I
Air
don't
Transat.
remember.
Is Air
Yeah, I
Transat?
don't think it was
Okay.
Air Canada. It was a British airline.
Oh, okay.
Transat.
Fair enough. Because if it was Air Canada,
Yeah,
My
Air
mom
Canada
would-
fucking sucks.
My
Yep.
mom works
literally,
there.
Literally.
never had a good experience.
Literally
in the last
never.
10 years
Never.
in Canada.
Ever.
I just told them 2 weeks ago and they fucked
I'm not even
me up.
lying here.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Oh no, yeah.
Established
I'm really sorry.
This
we're
is in
flying
Canada.
Going to Mexico. That's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
Oof,
All right.
WestJet.
Actually, she
other
does
than that,
need
I don't think we
Air
have anything
Canada,
major going on unless anybody has any cool announcements.
While I'm in Toronto,
Oh, yes.
I might. Well, we're still trying to figure it out because there's an awesome D&D group out there called Roll for Dame Edge, and it's an awesome D&D group run by a bunch of amazing women. And
Oh, Dame Edge. That's
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and their DM is what's the handle so I don't fuck it up. I think it's at justlittle.nerd, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Little like LAL.
Yeah, just little.nerd. She's amazing, and wound up contacting each other through social medias, and we're gonna see if we can do a game together while I'm over there. There was a chance of maybe me doing a guest spot on their Twitch channel,
Oh.
but
Whoa,
They're-
collabo!
but their game's not till the 28th, and I leave on the 27th.
Oh.
Damn.
So maybe when I'm back
Damn.
here, we can do like a Skype call in, or maybe do another game. But that'll be fun. If I do, and I'm gonna go like to the Stormcrow out there too, and
Oh, yeah.
she's gonna
All
like
nerd
show me
dogs.
around to some other nerdy things. So
Sweet.
I'll post stories on our Dicecream Instagram for cool stuff.
Oh, I
So-
gotta follow that.
yeah, get on it.
Yeah,
God
get
damn
on
it.
following at Dicecream Sandwich on Instagram because
Yeah.
we only post the spiciest memes.
They're pretty spicy.
You posted
They're
mine
pretty
some of the time, and then all the comments were like, "The fuck is this shit?" And stop posting them.
Also, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the sheer number of sets of dice that Kaylee has brought today. I'm just going to go ahead and just...
Oh, no, this is-
Yeah. This is
Kaylee
the
brings
standard.
these every day.
No, but it's so organized.
I just like things to be in a gradient of
Yeah,
color.
no, I don't.
Yep.
Not only is it a
I
gradient of
used
color,
to do
it's
that,
organized.
and then I was like, no, I
I'm
can't
living in
anymore.
fucking
Plus, I
Texas.
only use
Goddamn
D6s,
squalor
so...
over here.
Use
I'm-
none of
but I'm
D6s.
rolling
I'm
good.
definitely looking at buying 17 more sets of dice because it's
Oh
$42
God,
from
Wish is gonna kill
But
you.
they're amazing looking. I'll show you all. Like, they're amazing. It's $42 and it's 17 sets of dice.
Okay.
For, like,
I mean, I would
$2.50 a
Put
set.
it in for like a set of
So
dice
you
if there's
don't
one
do
that I like.
expend it
That's
on like
you want to.
some
crowdsource that shit?
substance. You can flip it. Like I don't know what like we're pushing like.
I like the
ketamine
shiny
for
click
right
clack
now.
map. Alright, so with that, we're going to go ahead and play our
God.
intro, and we'll jump into tonight's episode. So we'll see you guys in 1 minute.
Dab on your head.
It's actually kind of up my alley.
There's an
So-
elephant gangbang scene.
Alright,
so
I'm in.
it's like
And we're back.
that's not untrue. They hide it in. You know what? It's set up. It's a brick joke, but anyways, it's up to you.
Awesome. All right.
Holmes and Watson, best film of 2019.
So, and on that bombshell.
Moving forward.
Moving
Oh shit! I got.
So, last we left off, the party having made their way to the Wizard of Wine's winery, clearing out a series of druids seemingly controlling assorted blight creatures. These needle-like, almost made of splinter entities that there were literal hundreds of in and amongst the fields, amongst all the vines, the vineyards. And then eventually finding their way a little bit further south, following a very disused path, and then finding themselves at the base of a very large hill, marked with concentric circles, a series of large black slimy rocks on each of the two circles leading up eventually to the top. Making their way up, lightning began to strike near the top, but not actually inside the very precipice of the hill. Instead, impacting against some of these black rocks that were around the outside, forming a circular ring atop the hill. Making their way up there, they seem to find themselves happening upon some kind of a ritual. Some words being spoken under breath by a series of druids in seated pose. A series of larger...
Poop druids.
Poop druids. A series of larger humans carrying massive great axe weapons, one arming them over their arms. And then the sight to behold was a flaming horse, black skin with a fiery mane and fiery tail, and the visage of Strahd von Zarevich, with no armor, seemingly just in regular clothes.
God damn it! I didn't know that.
I don't think he needs armor to fuck us up.
Overseeing the ritual progressing, which you surmised fairly quickly was to use a green gem that had been stolen from the vineyards to potentially animate some kind of a dead tree entity that had been formed into a visage of Strahd itself. Successfully stopping the ritual, the party eventually pushed Strahd back where he was the only one remaining of the 12 others who were also there, and he decided it was in his best interest to simply leave. Striding atop his nightmare horse and
I have a crush on that horse.
vanishing into the ethereal plane.
You're all horse girls on this blessed day.
The party then immediately took a quick look at their surroundings, the lightning having stopped, the sun beginning to break through the sky once more, decided to take a rest. Take an hour atop the hill, I'm guessing, because that's what you said you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Boy, yes.
Everybody had taken an hour's rest atop the hill, restoring health, tending to their wounds, until eventually carrying on and following the path further down towards their inevitable destination, a tree known as the Gulfius tree.
I did not even
A
take
Gulfius
it.
tree. Yeah, I don't think anybody actually healed, so if you want to roll hit dice, we can do all that. while we're-
Alright for it.
How long?
So it's every 6 minutes you regain 1d6 hit points.
I'm preserving
Every 10
some
minutes.
life right now.
It should say on the card.
So is that 30?
1d6 hit points every 10 minutes.
Okay, so a short rest is an hour, so you can immediately regain 66, and then decide how many hit dice you want to roll after that.
For everyone?
No,
No,
just,
just me.
just for...
Jordy, I'm doing some prayer, or sorry, not prayer of healing, some preserving life on myself.
Preserving life.
Whatever the hell the thing that heals me, that I've got like 35, I used one of them.
Oh yeah,
For my
you can
channel
also
divinity.
just use hit dice over the short
I
rest.
can.
If you wanted to do that.
So it's one hit dice per minute?
No, it's so you can use as many hit dice as you want, but you have a total maximum cap. You roll them one at a time, add your Constitution modifier to each one, and then decide if you want to roll another one.
Okay.
And then again, and again.
And only over the course of
Mine double.
until we get another
the
long rest,
ring
you can
doesn't,
only
because it's only the
roll
ring
Does it
doesn't.
stack?
as many as your
Doesn't
level.
Yeah. It's specifically when you roll hit dice. These aren't hit dice. These are just native things from the ring.
Okay.
I also forgot, and I'm not going to add it on because I don't want to go back and watch it on the VODs, but I was supposed to have been healing myself when I was healing other people.
Oh,
Yeah, because that's a thing now that I get.
really?
Like, yeah, no, I don't get all of it.
Life domain?
Yeah, I get like some of it.
That sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's handy as hell.
That is
That's
dope
sick.
AF.
We like our clerics alive.
Life domain.
Yeah, it's I think at 5th level you get it. called like Blessed Healer.
6th level.
6th level.
Healing spells you cast on others heal you as well. When you cast a spell at 1st level or higher, you regain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So
Nothing big, but
yeah, so I'll say you regained, because I think you used 2 spells, so we'll say you regain 7 hit points. Makes sense.
appreciate that.
No worries. You do also now have the ability to obtain the gem from within the
heck yeah.
heart of that creature. Did you want to leave the creature standing? Did you want to...
Let's get the gem
Pop it
down
down.
first, and then we'll.
I thought Hope just went hog wild on it.
Started to go hog wild on it, but wasn't able to fully
Oh,
chop it down.
well, I'm still an ape, so I'm still gonna hit it.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. So we'll
Pick
say
it up
before
and
the short
break it
rest
over
all
the
this.
knee.
As you're slamming into it and Hope's sword gashing through it, eventually reducing it to rubble, you do notice that the statue itself, although it had feet of some kind, the feet were actually attached to roots underground that went much deeper than you thought. Like after digging for
Thought so.
4 or 5 feet, you find them going off a little bit further south in the direction that you were continuing
towards
Oh.
Agulthius tree.
towards a tree that you can't see yet, but a very good chance of that.
We saw it on the horizon though.
You
At
did.
the end of the last session.
Can we
That's
loot
like
the
Final
bodies?
Fantasy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
The druids have no armor, no
It's all
weapons
just
of any kind.
crush shit.
The others, the berserkers, they were all just carrying one standard great axe each. No monies of any kind,
Okay.
and just tattered clothes.
Anyone want a great axe?
Not
I'm
really.
good on weapons,
We could sell
and I
them.
already have a great axe.
Can we put them in
I
the,
hold up my eyes
cart
and say, this one's good enough, thanks.
What about the bag of holding?
just to sell when we get back to
Yeah,
Milwaukee
absolutely.
or
I'll just
wherever
scoop them
else.
up and put them in the bag so
Yeah.
we can sell them.
You
So
big
you have
fucking
6 great
gorilla.
Yeah.
They're a little bit chipped and, definitely not in the best nick, but you'll at
That's
least be
fine.
able to get something for them.
So you're just
someone
like
who's
going
a-
through these bodies as a giant ape, like, ooh.
Let's say after they drop the
Ah,
form, otherwise
damn.
you're like,
Classic
Lord.
monkey.
Just someone who's a little more magic adept than I want to take a look at this stone before I pull it from the rubble here. Just to
I'll
make
take a
sure.
look.
yeah, go and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I come up and cast guidance?
Sure.
On,
Yeah,
and
D4.
assist in any way?
Use that guidance, boy.
Just be in the back, be like, oh yeah, no, I think that's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, guide me, Leaf.
I'll just hold you up.
Guide me, baby.
Okay. Oh boy. So I'm gonna use Dark
let's
One's
hope
own
this-
luck.
I know.
Okay.
Hey.
So I'm at 12 right now, and that brings me up to 21.
21, okay.
Is that
Doesn't appear to be any
It's gonna just be a thing.
magical essence to it that you can see at least. There's no runes on it. It's a perfectly cut, carved gem. But even looking inside, even with your magical nature, you're not quite able to discern what it is. It's definitely magical
Yeah.
in some way, but you're not quite able to discern how.
Any idea what the gem is? Like
What
what
it
sort
is?
of gem it is?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhere between an emerald and a sapphire. Like it's got kind of a
Okay.
blue-green essence to it, but the actual nature of the gem, you're not sure.
Can I peek at it? I mean, I know I just gave it to the doctor to look at, but just given that my type of magic is more druidy, like nature-based magic, does it ping anything for me?
Sure, I'll say that's included with his. Well, you can roll it yourself as well if you want Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I guide a leaf on this
Sure,
one?
and a D4 in that as
Gonna
well.
guide everyone.
Yeah. Guide me.
Guide you.
No bonuses. Oh, 19, 4. So I got 23.
Nice.
23?
Plus your
Sick.
Arcana.
My Arcana is 0.
0. Okay.
23.
Basically the same thing. Looking at it like.
I think we know everything.
Yeah, you're looking kind of for any kind of runes. In your case, like looking for any kind of flowing essence through it. Because a lot of times natural things you tend to have like veins of natural essence. You can't even see any of those. The gem itself being almost perfectly crystal clear, you're not quite sure what would be causing it to have its power.
Doesn't have any feeling or anything like that to me.
Hey, Jordy, I'm a seed connoisseur, as it's been established. Does this look like the seed we're in the market for?
Most likely, yes.
I think this is the seed, everyone.
Sounds good.
Tell us more about
Glad
your
you
seed,
fucking
Leaf.
confirmed that.
Well,
Anyone
alright.
mind if I hold on to this?
I think we should put it in the bag of holding, perhaps.
I mean, that works too. That's on
is
me.
it too
so
girthy
sure.
for
Yeah.
the bag of holding?
No, it's just a seed.
Well, it's
Like
a
a
fairly
gem.
big gem. It's like fist size, right?
Yeah, about the size of a fist.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
But, I mean, it'll well fit into the bag.
Yeah, let's shove it in there.
Hold on to that one for later.
So,
Yeah. Stick 'em up in the
I know
box.
we're all kind of still a little bit tattered and battered, but I don't think we have time to rest overnight here, so we should probably just check out that tree.
Let's move.
Make a little campfire.
Alright. So after resting for just over an hour, less really starting to understand the innate nature of the spear that you picked up.
Yeah, I think I got onto it.
Yeah, and really understanding exactly some of the backstory and imparting some brief images coming through as you kind of spend the next the hour or so attuning to the item. You then decide to make your way further south.
Yeah, heading right over to that other tree.
Boy, do we ever.
So, at the south end of the hilltop,
Yeah.
ascending down the other side, is sickly copse, a grove of dead trees and shrubs with a huge misshapen tree at its core. Getting closer, probably within a couple hundred feet at this point, you see that some kind of like very thick, viscous liquid is oozing like sap from,
Oh, right.
from the trunk of the tree.
That doesn't read.
And embedded in the tree, facing you just a little bit off to the side, is a shiny battle axe,
Ooh.
beneath which lies a humanoid skeleton with
Ooh.
rusty armor.
Can I take a look at that skeleton?
Can I make a
to see-
perception check to see if there's anything that might pose us harm?
You certainly can
Oh,
make
that's
a perception
probably
check.
smart.
Just gonna do that one for that.
Can I assist with my rangery skills?
Sure, you can both roll.
I'm a tree expert.
Yeah, both roll.
I believe the term is a triologist.
A tree ant, as it were.
Ah.
Fuck.
Oh, I guess I need to
Perception?
go
Wait,
to
what
triage.
the fuck? I thought I had an 18.
Wait, I'm still
Something
blessed, right?
Bless doesn't count.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, I swear to God, I rolled an 18, but it says it's a
10.
4 now. Did anyone bump this?
It might have been me.
Yeah,
Kaylee may have.
Kaylee may have actually bumped it. So if it was an 18, if you
It was
said it was
an
an 18,
We trusted
you
it
made
was
the
an-
noise. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, yay, and then you look
Okay.
back and it was different.
22.
I went
22.
Oh, I went like this. Maybe that shook it over.
I don't know. Just really
Anyway, it's
hope
fine.
no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't notice
looking
anything.
around, trying to find anything, you don't notice anything that looks like any types of the blights, any little tiny stabby things anywhere.
Alright, perfect.
No humanoids, just the one skeleton with the rusty armor at the base of the
Alright.
tree.
Can I take a look at that skeleton and see how he died?
Before
With
you,
Rick?
Doctor, before you step forward, I pull out the Wand of Secrets and I expend one of its charges to see if there's a trap or any kind of secret door.
Sure. Expending one of it, and you kind of feel the essence go out, and essentially what it does is it gives you eagle vision. So as you look out, different things in the ground start to pop a little bit more as different ways of traveling around. You kind of gaze out a little bit further through that, and nothing pings. No traps, no secret doors of any kind. It appears to just be a tree. But now that you are getting closer, and Leaf with that perception roll especially, you're noticing that the sap that's oozing out of the tree actually has a reddish hue to it. An opaque reddish hue. The tree itself appears to almost be bleeding.
Good. Can I see how he died?
How did he die?
Yeah.
It's a skeleton at this point, so looking over it, you can see that there are a lot of scratch marks on the bones, some puncture wounds through some of the bones as well, little bits of rib that are kind of that have fallen in on itself. It looks like potentially died of some kind of blights, but you're just not sure which kind.
Oh, I see. That great axe look at all interesting?
Battle axe is in very good
Battle axe.
condition, like shockingly. With the armor itself being very rusted, the axe is almost shining like new.
Sword in the tree.
Oh, I think Hope should
Axe
perhaps pull out the battle axe.
Cool.
It seems like maybe it's their
Yeah.
kind of weapon.
So I will say it's handled carved with leaves and vines. This battle axe is currently embedded into the tree.
Oh.
So.
So let's burn the tree down? That's what I'm doing?
Is a
I
battle,
mean, it's like we can't pull it out.
Wait, is a battle axe one-handed or two-handed?
Battle axe is versatile, so you can use it one-handed or two-handed.
This could be Leaf's new toy.
Don't mind
It's,
if
this is just what you're seeing at a distance. No one's
Yeah.
gone up and tried to grab
Does
it.
anybody know what we're supposed to do with this fucking tree?
What did the prophecy say?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold
hold
it's
on.
something. It's underneath.
I've got it.
Is this one of the checklists we're supposed
The
to
an evil tree grows atop a hill of graves
Done.
where the ancient dead sleeps.
Okay.
Look for the treasures there. Well, that
The
looks
ravens
like
can help you find it, which they did. Look
Yep.
for the treasures there. History, knowledge of the ancients will help you better understand your enemy.
do?
Okay.
Is the axe the treasure?
I
Yeah.
think, you've already found something from the dead.
It wasn't near the tree, though.
It wasn't. Yeah,
It
that
was
sounds like it was
in
under or near the tree.
Near the graveyards, though.
Yeah, but this is the tree.
This is the
Right,
tree.
but it was atop a hill.
It wasn't at the top. It was before the top of the hill.
Yeah, it was on the way up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna do something that might seem a little bit stupid. So I step close to the tree
Nice.
and look up at it and just sort of like stand there for a moment and just say, "Tree, can you offer us anything to help us defeat our enemy?"
Wait, can you speak with
I mean,
Yeah, do you have,
I can't
like-
speak with plants
Oh,
yet,
fuck.
but like,
No.
I don't know.
Can I?
Throw up a prayer.
Hey,
I
was
do
gonna say,
throw up a
in the
prayer.
back, can I
Yeah.
just be like yelling what Aletha's saying? Because I do have speak with
Okay.
her. Translate, so she's saying.
Sure, I'll say you're doing that as you're kind of like whispering a little bit, your eyes closed, and like kind of hovering your hand near the trunk, and then leave in the background. Do something one of those.
Yelling in the back.
So, no discernible response effect from the tree in any way. Just the blood that's just oozing out of the out of the tree itself.
Is the blood oozing out of the axe where the axe is stuck in the tree, or is it just
seems to
generally
be
oozing?
Generally oozing out of the.
It's all over the
itself.
place, huh?
Can I
It's a
wander?
very, very slow drip. It's not like it's, gouting blood by any stretch, but it's every once in a while you see that just like a little bit of a drop creates just a large enough piece that it then starts to run down the side
Can I
of the
try
tree.
and collect some in a bottle?
Sure.
Great
Yeah.
on pancakes.
Oh.
Do you have an empty vial, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you manage to go up and grab some of that and stopper it. Appears to be fairly similar to blood.
Can we haven't checked out the skeleton, right?
No.
Should we
Not
Just
really.
hang out there.
Yeah, are there any discernible markings on its armor or anything on its person?
Well, the doctor noticed before that there were a series of stab wounds on the bones. Some of the bones are cracked, have got long scratch marks in them. Definitely was killed, did not die of
Yeah.
natural causes by any stretch.
Looks like this guy died from blight stuff.
Yeah. But looking around, you
That
do
checks
notice that the skeleton itself kind of fallen into the chest cavity a little bit closer now and kind of working through the armor. You do notice that there is a kind of medallion of some kind that's kind of just like seated at the base of the pelvis where all the bones kind of have crumbled in.
Can
And it's
I-
underneath all those.
Pull it out.
You might want to be careful pulling things out of trees.
Well, this isn't the tree; it's on the skeleton.
It's not a dead dude.
I
You
think
like
we're gonna be
those.
careful pulling out the axe if we go that route.
I mean, I
So-
think we should.
And I
Pulling it out.
I used my wand checks for traps in the vicinity, so there's no traps per se.
Pulling it out, the medallion itself, what you could see within the bones, you realize as you reach for it is actually attached to a much larger statuette. It's almost a 10-pound statue, actually. Quite a large piece. It depicts a cleric kneeling in supplication, and the medallion is wrapped around the cleric's neck, but is actually attached to the statue.
Leaf, does this mean anything to you? What do your
Can I-
furball guys see?
Yeah, can I make a
Religion check.
religion check on that
Yeah,
one?
go for it.
It's a 15.
15. You're not sure quite of what the use of this would be. You recognize that there is the medallion around the neck is of the Morning Lord, is of Palor. And you have heard, especially of statues like this being given to lords or given to royalty, often used as some kind of a consecration idol.
Okay.
Does
So this
that-
guy was
Can
important.
I take a kind of a walk around the perimeter
Sure.
behind?
Yeah, the tree is just kind of by itself. All the
Yeah.
dead shrubs are kind of getting more and more
Just light it
light
on
the
fire.
further away from the tree you get.
Yeah, just kind of like
It's
the
gonna start
most
screaming.
dead. I
I'm
just
okay
want to
with
kind of like do a loop around and just kind of be looking around the perimeter and then also checking out the back of the tree.
Sure, make a perception check.
15.
15. Looking around, nothing really seems out of the ordinary. You're getting a little close for comfort to the edge of the fog, because this tree is basically right one of the last things before the fog and forest completely envelops the area. But other than that, nothing you can really see.
Can I take my spear and just like tap the blood with it?
Sure. Tap against the blood, and the blood starts to run down the spear a little bit. That's about it.
Nothing.
Does the Gulthia staff react at all to the tree?
You take it out?
I'm attuned to it, so.
Yeah, I know, but it's in the bag of holding right now.
Oh, yeah, no, I've got it with
You take it out? Okay. Yeah, so you take it out. As you take it out, it starts smoking black smoke fairly heavily.
Nice.
Doesn't appear to be reacting in any way, at least immediately.
Can I make an investigation check just to make sure that we haven't missed anything around, like,
Sure, go for it.
the
Yeah, around the
tree?
base of the tree.
Yeah.
around
I
the
feel like we're all like the monkeys in 2001 Space Odyssey around the obelisk.
Can I
I'm
also...
a monkey with a lighter.
2001, right?
Huh?
2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Space
Oh,
Odyssey.
yeah, right. Sorry. Never mind.
Thought you
For
were
some reason I had
referencing
Land of the Lost
Zoolander.
in my head.
I mean, yeah, that was yeah.
Can I also help with like inspecting the area?
Investigation.
Is it? It's too late to
Pretty
cast
much.
guidance on myself. I take it.
No, I'll say that they'd be fine for that.
Hey, thank you.
Darn it.
All right, cool. So that is 13 plus this. Oh shit, 13.
13,
12.
12. Looking around, the two pretty dominant things are the skeleton and the axe.
Alright.
You've investigated the skeleton the best you can. You kind of like picked through the bones a little bit.
Let's try and get
There
that
doesn't appear to
axe.
be any weapon on the person, just the rusty armor and then this large statuette, essentially an icon.
Okay.
Where did we pull the statuette from? Like, was it held in the skeleton's kind of like next to its
It appears to
torso?
be that if the person were dying and their body had decomposed, that the skin would have rotten away and
They're like,
the statuette would have fallen into their bones, which is kind of what happened.
so they're like clutching onto it when they die.
You surmise that that's
Yeah.
a very good possibility, yeah.
Let's
shit,
get this
oh,
axe.
shit. Yeah.
Somebody pull this.
think
Hope,
we
do you
should
want to
pull
pull
it
an
out.
axe out? You like axes?
Yeah, I think we should all kind of ready. We should be prepared for
Anything.
anything.
I've got
I agree.
got a good track record with trees.
Well,
I'm gonna hang out near
I
the
thought
tree,
that too.
and I have burning hands.
usually I do well in forest, but we have to remember that Madame Eva's prediction said that this was an evil tree.
I will say I was being sarcastic.
No, but I
I
mean,
got killed by-
honestly, sometimes trees can help you, but I don't think this one is benevolent.
Well, I'm ready to burn it down. Let's burn it
I'm
down.
gonna be like, 10 feet back from the tree,
All right. There's
I'm gonna.
on the opposite side from the fog.
So Hope, do they want to do this, or do you want me to yank it?
I feel like
I'm
this
gonna
is a
hold
very
my short
quick
swords
thing
and
to
hold
do.
an action against any kind of
I
aggression.
mean,
on the tree.
I am the strongest Avenger.
Hope, do you want to get that axe?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It seems like a thing
So
you'd
it
like.
goes up.
I'm gonna cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance on them.
Okay. So guidance on hope. There we go.
Spit on the biceps, bro.
So straight strength check. Natural 20.
Hey!
Yes!
Plus 1 plus 3, so 24.
Pulls
so
the
just kind
whole
of reaches
tree
up
up.
and just like expecting to need to use 2 arms, kind of like gets a grip on it, and then just kind of, great axes or battle axes are quite heavy. It kind of like reaches up with the second hand as they just kind of like pulls right out, and a fairly decent amount of blood kind of comes out of the wound, as it were. But nothing in the vicinity moves, no sounds, just the axe. And you notice that Hope is kind of like really easily moving this axe around and kind of like spinning it in their hand as if like you shouldn't be able to do that. Like it's much lighter than a regular axe, and they just kind of
Really?
interesting and
It's
like
not
actually
because they're
tosses
strong.
it like 5 feet up in the air and kind of grabs it again as it comes back down.
What kind of
Yeah.
material is that axe made out of?
Typically, it's made out of iron.
So,
Is that-
anyone opposed to me burning this tree down? Because I'm feeling real burny.
Do you want me to?
Well, I think we should see if we could find.
I've been
I don't know,
saving
any more
detect
information.
magic for this.
Did you take that medallion?
That's probably wise.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken the whole statue,
Yeah.
but I think maybe leave
The
one to
medallion
hang
is
on to
attached
it.
to the statue.
We're just gonna
It's just that
excavate
it's kind of a
the
little
entire
loose.
area.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
I kind of think we should maybe dig around and see if we can find anything else. I mean, this doesn't seem like it's enough to warrant that kind of prediction that we had.
I'm gonna take one of my hand axes and just chop it into the tree.
Okay. So taking your hand axe out, go and make an attack roll against the tree.
Can I take a look at that axe?
Oh no.
You missed the tree.
Is it just strength?
No, it's an attack roll. So,
Oh, so everything.
Yep.
With the spear?
well, you
What
said
did
hand
you-
axe.
Oh no, that's right.
So -2 from whatever you
yeah,
had
it's-
had.
No, it's like 5. 6? Okay, -2. 5, 6, 11.
11. Kind of you impact the axe against the tree, and it just kind of and slides off the bark, the sap or the blood sap, almost appearing to deflect it in some way,
Very
but
cool.
nothing appears to happen.
Leaf, do you maybe want to
Yo,
detect magic?
turn on the old
Turn on the old blink blink.
metal detector
So
here.
let's hold out the statue and the axe,
Yeah.
and then look at the tree as well and see
Yeah.
if anything lights up.
So I'm gonna cast detect magic and just take scan.
Okay, we should check out the gem too.
Oh yeah.
Gem
So
and your wand.
detect magic lasts
and
for a
your-
while.
No,
Yeah.
staff's all. I already know what it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So detect magic lasts for a while.
Yeah.
So the gem is clearly magical.
Okay, cool.
It is. God damn it, I can't. conjuration. That's right.
What was the song you were singing?
He released a new episode around wizards, and I'm going to describe the schools of magic in song.
Yeah.
Evocation, things to make your enemies all burn to death and it's hilarious.
And that's how you remember the schools of magic
exactly.
now.
That's how I remember the months
It's
of the year.
amazing.
It's all good.
You're the cutest, Jordan.
Yeah, but anyways, so definitely conjuration magic for the gem.
Okay.
The battle axe has a very faint magical essence to it. Definitely not as strong as some of the ones that you've seen, but has kind of an evocation magic to it. The statuette has an incredibly powerful abjuration, conjuration series of schools of magic that surround it. It is whatever this is clearly an artifact of some kind, but you don't know exactly what it does at the moment.
Are there any pings from like the ground or?
And the tree itself is fully
Magical.
blooming magic.
Magical? Okay.
What kind of magic?
I believe the tree is
Just an asshole.
Just asshole magic.
Dumb fuck magic.
Yeah, that's more like it, right?
necromancy.
Sick. That makes sense.
Oh,
Like it.
shit.
So I burned this down now.
Yeah.
Weird question, but is there anything inside the tree where it's bleeding, other than, like the wound from the axe, or any of the other like?
Are there any holes in the tree? I guess.
Yeah.
Best you can see with everything that you guys have seen so far, pulling the axe out, like rushing in there, trying to like scoop out some of the blood to be able to look at it. It appears to just be a regular tree to everyone except Leaf.
Okay.
Gotta believe me, everyone. It's not just a regular tree.
It's like the fucking tree in Sleepy Hollow.
Does anyone want to do some digging before we get to
Burning.
lighten it up?
Oh, I think we should. I think we should check around in the soil around the tree and see if we can find anything.
Wait, did it say it was like wait, hold on. Do we know what we found isn't what we were looking for?
Not necessarily, but
Okay.
it says, okay, so look for the treasure there. History, knowledge of the ancients. Well, history, knowledge of the ancients will help you better understand your enemy.
So it seems like it'd be a history thing, and a statue isn't necessarily a history thing.
Oh, well, that's kind of what I'm
words
thinking.
relic were used.
It could
though,
be, but
with lots of types of magic.
Well, artifact.
Why don't you speak to it, Leaf, and see if it says anything?
We tried that.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
right,
Actually,
I was busy trying to hit it with an axe, apparently.
All right, fuck it. Time to light it on fire.
well,
Sorry, guys.
let's
Okay.
just dig around the dirt a little bit
never
first.
mind.
I
Good
mean,
save.
before it's burning.
Digging around in the dirt,
Oh.
spend a good 5-10 minutes digging around. You do notice that the roots go very deep underground, and a lot of the roots extend upwards towards the top of the hill.
Do we think that the roots are what's on the other side of that fucking statue?
Pretty good guess. They
Yeah.
look pretty similar. The wood material that the statue was made out of looks about the same color as what the tree is, minus the blood.
I think we can surmise that whatever this tree is, it's on Strahd's side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not, which means
Fuck that tree.
we're getting there.
Fuck it and its stupid roots.
And Hope just kind of goes whack and swings, and like after looking at the axe for a little bit and kind of like testing the heft and the hue and swinging it a few times, it goes for an impact against the tree. With
Oh,
the
we could
axe.
cut the tree down.
Okay.
With
What's
the
the
axe
fucking
that
Can
was
I
embedded
Paul
in it.
Bunyan it? Or I guess I'd be Babe the Blue Ox.
You would
Yeah,
be.
It's going to be a 21 to
Dang.
hit.
Oh.
So it's going to go ahead and hit the tree.
Fucking
And when that happens,
Ah.
the axe sinks in and goes a little bit deeper than most of you would have expected.
very cool.
Math rocks, click clack.
Math rocks!
So the axe goes a little bit deeper and like seems to almost be parting the tree,
Oh.
like it's. Although it is a battle axe, the way that it's weighted and the motifs on it make it look almost like an adapted woodcutter's axe almost, as it just kind of goes right in and sinks deep into the tree, deals a substantial amount of damage. There's a fairly good start of a cleft into the tree, but nothing reacts in any way.
Hey, Hope, that was a great idea. Let's do it again.
Okay, and just kind of keeps going over and over into the tree. Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
It saves me a spell slot.
Yeah.
We just killed a giant other guy.
We stopped
No.
them from resurrecting an evil version of the tree.
Yeah, so
Right.
I think
The
it's
tree
Splinter
didn't
wise?
like
What was that thing
the
called?
yeah, the
Bad boy.
149 damage, 4 attacks per round, motherfucker.
Some bullshit tree.
Unless we cut it down
on
and
the
then
third
skeletons
swing into
come
the
out of
tree,
grave.
you start to hear little scrabbling
Nice.
sounds from in the dead bushes around the tree,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden a series of needle blights and twig blights just
Of course they do.
Yeah, they do.
Ready to
And
snap
we're gonna go
it?
ahead and
Staff.
dive in. I'm gonna reuse a map
Your staff.
because I'm
Yeah, I
lazy,
know.
but it's basically
What
the
I have to
same
do.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we
Stabby,
had to
stabby,
kill this. I don't
twig
think we
blight.
can just walk
I
away.
know.
I'm just gonna reuse the same map because it's basically the same thing. We'll
Okay.
say
Tree is like in the middle there.
this is the tree because it's kind of near the edge of where everything
Okay.
is. And then all the twig blights and needle blights.
I was right near the tree.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
all this shit. I like it when there's like 3. Alright.
And then the session is over.
Murdered
No.
by twigs.
And
That's how we go.
Fucking twig blights.
I think
Well,
Hope would have been like
Six.
right there.
yeah, right next to the tree. 6, 6.
Quick, use your staffy and make them go away.
And
You control the twig blights.
I don't know.
coming
if
up
that's
from just
the case.
behind the tree as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Speak
5,
French in it, or-
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Did
6.
we use the fire already?
1, 2,
No.
Oh, but you want to use the fire on that tree.
Yeah.
6. 1, 2,
But your staff's out anyway, right? Because you were using
Okay.
it before.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to go ahead and dive into
Yeah.
a quick little fight.
Yeah.
Quick, guy.
Quick.
There's only 24 of them. We could kill those guys.
We could. They're pretty easy to kill.
Do we need a bless or maybe something?
You can, I have my short swords out. You can bless me, and I'll just wade the fuck in because I get 2 attacks per
Because I got some
attack.
AoE shit, that's what I know.
Oh, yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and get initiative
sorry,
for
go
everybody,
on,
s'il vous
yeah.
plaît.
Game on!
Roll initiative, please.
That's why I rolled the wrong one.
Why?
Fuck. Oh wait, no, I rolled it right.
I was rolling so well these before the game. Now they are fucking me in the back. I think it happens.
Alright, initiatives 25 to 20.
26.
6. Damn.
Gloomstalker.
Bada bing.
Glimmity glue.
Okay, 20 to 15.
Oh, 15.
15 to 10.
12.
11.
How did Hope do?
7.
Same here.
Classic.
Classic Hope.
They've just got so much armor on.
That's true.
It's hard for them to rush around.
Okay, top of the round, Leaf. You see that there
Yeah.
are 6 needle blights from all 4 directions that begin to start to converge on you. All the very small, stabby ones that you'd seen before.
Yeah, these guys basically die in one shot or one hit, from what I remember from the last time around. Okay, so I'm holding onto my 2 short swords from when Hope was stabbing the tree. So okay, and my short swords are basically I get 2 attacks per every attack that I would normally have, right?
Correct.
So I get an extra attack per round, or I get an extra attack in my first round, and then I have extra attack. So basically, it's 6 strikes total in my first round.
No, it's
Yeah.
attack,
Uh huh.
extra attack, and then extra attack for your first
But
round.
if I'm wielding them double-handed,
It
that's
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
wondering.
It's still
Does it matter?
individual swings.
Okay.
Yeah, each weapon is still treated individually.
Okay.
So yeah, so you get attack with your on hand, attack with your off hand as the bonus attack. Or sorry, actually, hang on. No, because extra attack is different. So you're not attacking as in. Hang on. Is it?
That's what I'm wondering because I'm pretty
so
sure I
when
get.
you take the attack action,
Mm-hmm.
you get to make another attack. You get extra attack. Then your special ability as Gloomstalker is.
An
Do
extra-
you get to make the attack as a bonus action, or just get to make the attack?
I
It makes
I'm
a
not sure. It
difference.
just says extra weapon attack plus 1d8 extra damage.
Sounds like a time to get some more.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
It's okay, it's something
I don't use the short swords very often, so sometimes I get
I think it's 4 attacks. I'm just double checking.
right.
Some memes.
Okay, so because both the extra attack and my
Secret,
bonus
right?
first round attack are both just like bonuses, but then when I have my main attack, I get to go twice because short swords.
Well, because if you have
double-handed?
the extra attack, so whenever you take the attack action, you just get a free attack. So it's basically tack.
Yeah.
The question is if it's a bonus action, because then it's tack, bonus action, attack, or if it's tack, and then bonus action because you've got 2 short swords that are light weapons, you can make an offhand strike.
Right.
And that's what I'm just checking for you.
I don't think it's a bonus action. I think I just can. Again,
As
next.
part of that action.
Yes.
So basically your thing is that when you take the attack action on your first turn, it's three hits, whether it's with your bow or with
Right.
your swords.
Basil.
So because you're using the swords, you get the bonus action to then swing as an attack as well.
With my offhand.
Correct.
So I get 3 regular attacks, or 3 like full
3 full
bonus
attacks
attacks, and then
and
one
one
offhand attack where I don't get my dexterity.
on your damage, but you
On
still
my-
get everything on the ticket.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so
I'm clear. Thank you.
okay, no worries. So first attack,
All right, so I'm going to move into melee range.
Yep.
1, 2.
go for it. First attack.
And I have what's my? I get 40 damage per first. Or sorry, 40
40 damage.
movement my first round, so I can move
So
away if
lots
I
of
want to.
movement. You can go basically
Okay.
anywhere you want.
So I swing with my right hand, which is the silvered short sword, at the first guy in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
Fuck. 13 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay,
It
great.
was 12.
Oh, sorry. It is 12 actually. 1d20 plus.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
12 misses, unfortunately.
Damn it.
13. Okay.
Okay. Try again.
Get it.
So wait, what did you roll? You rolled like a
7.
Oh, you know what? It wouldn't even 12. It would have been, sorry, 1d20 plus 7, not 1d20 plus 9. It would have been,
so it was a 3 on the die.
oh wait, no, it would have been 14.
Yeah.
I have 7, but yeah, never mind, I did make it.
Okay.
Thank you.
14 does hit.
Yeah, I just
So yeah, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And that is
So
going to
it's
be
1d6 plus dex.
1d6 plus dex plus my extra d8 on the first round.
Correct.
Yep, I get 1d8 extra damage on my first attack.
On your first attack, yes.
Yep. Oh, fuck me, 2 1s. That's the worst.
Ooh, snake eyes.
But plus
Ugh.
whatever it is.
Yeah, so it's 6 in total.
Gets popped off.
Yeah,
Nice.
still did it.
One down.
Classic.
Okay,
So move
so I
5 feet further in.
step forward,
Yep, you get second attack.
grab the second one. 4 again, so I guess I hit it. No, wait.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah, 4. So that's 11. Never
11,
mind.
11 misses.
Yeah.
Third attack.
Same one?
Yeah.
I also think you probably would have moved here so that when you leave.
Yeah,
you
they can't
weren't-
all just pew me.
Yeah.
5. So that's
12.
12.
12 also misses.
Okay, so offhand attack.
Offhand attack.
Dang. 7 again, so 14.
14 will hit, so go and roll damage on this.
Yo,
So
what's
this
with
is
my
just
first?
the
Yeah,
damage
just the
on die.
d6.
Yep.
5, so 9.
Just
No,
damage on the
5.
5?
Yeah.
Still enough. Pops off.
Great.
All right.
And then I'm just going
So you
to
got,
pull
3
back a little
square-
bit.
Or 6 squares of movement left.
Phew.
Okay, perfect. That's going to be your turn. Doctor, you're up.
Cool. I am going to.
Yes, kidding.
Yes, that is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna drop them into the guy's attack from behind the tree.
From behind, go for it. First attack.
All right, that is
Wanted style.
13 plus 9. So
That'll hit.
yeah. And the second one is a 17 plus 9.
Yep, that'll also hit. Go
Yes,
roll
okay.
damage.
First one, 10.
Yep, dies.
Second one, 6.
Dies. Go ahead and pop those 2 off.
Yep, yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Alright,
and then I
alright.
get temporary hit points.
You do, so it's, what is
Welcome
it,
to
1d10 plus
Actually, I'm looking.
your warlock level?
I believe so. I'm gonna double check just to be safe, but
I think the map was
y'all keep moving. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Okay, so that's going to be that. Because I'm assuming you're not doing anything as a bonus action? Okay, awesome. Allura, you're up.
Don't y'all worry about me.
Um,
I'm
2,
doing all
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I will go 1, 2, 3 points, spaces of
Oh, oh, oh.
movement. I will attack this one with my rapier. Natural 20.
Jordy,
Damn it,
FYI.
why-
Holy sneak attack.
Oh, it's just such a waste on these things.
They have 4 hit points. It dies.
Fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
just don't
Yeah,
bother.
it
You
dies.
literally are
It
rolling more dice
dies.
than it has hit points.
Jordy, FYI, it's warlock level plus charisma bonus.
Oh, okay. So
So-
you just instantly get 13?
Yeah, 13.
13 hit points. Nice. But they don't stack.
They do not stack, yeah.
So you have 13 temporary hit points.
Can I just roll the dice anyway?
Yeah, go for it.
No, it's okay. I don't need to.
It would be 8d6 plus 2d8. Oh, wait, did you crossbow?
No, it was
No.
my rapier.
So you have a
I took it
2d8
off
plus
already.
8d6
It's okay.
plus.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm dead.
And I'll take crossbow at the one that's furthest away.
Sure.
13 plus math.
19 hits. So roll damage on that one.
I think it's just 1d6.
1d6 plus dex.
I rolled a 5.
That's enough. Pops that one off. Alright, that's going to be your movement and your attack unless you want to move back. Beautiful. Alright, a couple of swings in. Everybody's starting to do pretty well, picking off the blights as they're making themselves visible out of the dead shrubs surrounding the tree. Next up we come to Leaf.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wade into the goods.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Up close and personal.
I'm trying to think.
Leaf has the bloodlust.
Maybe you should talk to that.
The tree.
You
Guys,
still can
I
still
want
talk
to be.
to
I want to be
What's
the,
that?
Spirit Guardians.
exactly. I'm trying to
Oh,
figure
actually.
out the
Overkill.
Gotta whoop these.
No, it's just like, it's literally going to be, he just walks in and just, and they all just,
Yeah, so
That's
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
second level,
Yeah, third level.
third level.
Damn, homie.
Awesome. Alright, that's going to be you then. So that's your action for Spirit
Yeah,
Guardians?
the little boys just pop on up, and they gotta go to
So
work.
a series of moss balls start surrounding
Aw.
you.
Sorry. These are little fey critters.
Oh, fey critters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are they?
Little elf.
Cute little
Yeah,
cupids.
cute little fey things.
Pixies,
Yeah, that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
riding little flying toadstools.
exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god!
So a series of them just start to come out of the ground and apparate in the air.
Alright, boys, time to do work.
And then a series of bright shining lights come off of them
That'd be
as all the
fucking
twig blades kind of
terrifying. Not
like
even funny.
shy away from the light, but immediately are kind of enraptured by it.
What are those little forest, like the little shaky guys? Is that from Princess
Kodama.
Mononoke?
Oh, yeah.
Wanna know? Okay, then.
Yeah, I want those little boys.
Kodamas?
But anyways,
Kodama.
yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's going to be Leaf's turn. Hope and Les simultaneously. Who's going first?
Wait, did any of them die?
It's when they start the round.
No, it's when they start
Oh,
their
I was
turn.
like-
Oh, I
When they
understand.
start
Yeah, I
their
was
turn,
thinking like.
they make a save or they take damage, but I think they take it either way.
Yeah.
It's just
On a failed save,
they just take half.
Yeah.
On a success, right?
Oh, sorry. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8. On a success. Oh yeah, fuck. Yes.
They take half?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Alright, so Les and Hope, who's going first?
Non-binaries first.
And they're just going full ham into the side of the tree, taking the axe and just swinging in over and over. They drop their shields and just go two-handed swinging in against that.
Yeah.
So the first attack, yep, that'll hit. Second attack, ooh, natural 1. Second one slides off the blood that's coming out of the tree as it's getting thicker and thicker. It's getting tougher to penetrate the side of the tree, but the first attack does hit. That is... good damage. 11 plus 3 is 14 points of damage against the tree.
Fuck that tree.
And that, actually, you know what?
Dude, Hope hates.
Yeah.
Smite.
Eat that tree.
Hope hates
They're going to go
trees.
ahead and throw...
Feed it full of justice!
Hope Cape Tree.
I'm going to throw another first level Divine Smite in there, so that's another 2d8. Hey, that's another 12
I'm gonna change
points.
my-
Yo!
100.
How powerful is this fucking tree?
It's a big tree.
It has a lot of hit points.
Big old tree.
It's what's a creature, right?
As far as you can tell, yeah. It's a creature of some kind.
Okay, I kind of want to try something.
It's a, yeah.
Ooh, try something.
Alright, so that is going to be Hope's turn. Les, what are you
You
doing?
could try.
Seeing what Hope is doing,
Hey,
I'm just
get
kind of
outta
putting
here,
two and
tree.
two
I
together.
have good charisma.
Is the doctor's staff doing anything with the smoke coming out of it?
The smoke coming out of it is just smoking.
Alright.
Look like you're about to go
It's
on Instagram photo.
smoking.
Hey!
Right? Like the movie? The
Yeah.
Mask? Smoking.
What's a movie?
Smoking.
So I am going to.
It's a book in your brain.
Like the puppet
Oh,
show.
the puppet show.
I'm just gonna take
the pantomime.
Hope's lead and get out the spear and just start going. And start
Okay.
also helping
Go ahead and
chop
make
it down.
your first attack with the tree, against the tree.
Don't miss.
Son of a dick.
You missed the
Son of a bitch.
Aren't
15.
We are.
Bye.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
as
rolling
you-
low this whole time. I was
So-
rolling before this, and all high. It's annoying as
you're,
fuck.
as you're seeing Hope taking the axe and slicing into the tree and impacting against it, chunks of the tree starting to come out. You taking your spear and stabbing it into the tree doesn't seem to be really doing anything.
classic.
But it,
Hope's
it's
got a
only that
flannel
fucking
on,
axe.
they've got
isn't
a
it?
cool
The axe
gear.
has got
It's more so that
evocation
that-
magic.
It's an
Like
axe.
realistically, stab a tree to cut down.
Well,
a
I
tree.
meant like where they are like cutting it. I'm like trying to.
Yeah, you're
Also
still
check it.
poking a tree.
I mean,
It's
perhaps
not really doing anything.
All right,
they've
I'm gonna
created
switch out
a
the
divot-
spear for my battle axe that I got from the werewolves.
There you go.
Now we're talking.
So we'll say that as part of your free action for your second attack. Go ahead and make your second
Just
attack.
swing
Yeah.
it.
You want to go two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you, tree. Where did
Remember,
I-
one-handed does more damage.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah,
Because of your bonuses.
I know. I'm just trying to. Where'd my little marker go?
A man
For
of
fuck's sake.
culture.
Oh, there it is. Just remember what it does. So it does 1d8. No,
Yeah,
it
so
does.
it's 1d8 one-handed,
Yeah.
and then it would be 1d10 if you rolled it two-handed.
Okay, so it's 1d8.
So roll the hit first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better. 18.
And that'll hit.
Yep. And we are doing 1d8.
1d8. Yep.
1d8.
And you're just going to add your strength plus 2 to this. So I think
Okay, so plus 5.
Muscles, let's see this.
Ooh, that's a 10 damage.
It's a 10. So after stabbing it with this spear and realizing you're probably not going to do the best thing, just like poking little holes in the tree, switching it out for an axe, dropping the spear, you instantly slam that in, and now you and Hope are just tandem cutting into the tree. So total damage was 10.
Yep, action
No.
surge, doing it again.
Do it. All right, go for it. 2 more attacks.
This tree's gotta fucking go. Oh no.
If I do this, it's gonna blow. Like,
You know what? I don't.
it's not like everyone's doing stuff to
5,
it.
10.
It's going
I'm
Well,
kind of into it.
12
Blow
misses,
it up.
unfortunately.
Blow it up.
What?
You impact against it, and the blood that's coming out of the tree is so thick now. You kind of slice in and you just slide through the blood. First
Then
attack
they go
misses.
first.
Kill steal.
That's better. 14 plus.
Plus
6.
numbers, that'll
Yeah.
hit. Go roll damage.
So 1d8 again.
Yep,
Plus
plus 5.
5. Ooh, that's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Alright.
And then second attack.
That's all of your attacks.
No, the action surge. I missed the first one.
And that was your second.
And
So
then,
then
oh
attack.
yeah. Okay.
Third
So
attack.
that's your whole turn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Extra
Next up we come to the lights.
Alright, boys.
So the blights are going to move in. They've got 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oops.
The spear does more
10,
damage.
15,
That's why I
20,
wanted to try
25,
it.
30. 10, 15, 20,
Yeah, you
25,
can
30.
Hey, Jordy, I have a question
I have an answer.
about the blights. So, the Gulthius staff says that blights and other evil plant creatures don't regard you as hostile
So
unless you harm them.
these guys-
Correct.
Is that individuals or is that the group as a whole?
So
You.
Oh no! I mean like
Yeah.
attacking an individual
Yep.
blight or attacking the group of blights.
Oh, well, you find out right now as they swarm you.
sorry, quick question. So those ones started their round.
Oh, yes, they did. Sorry.
if
So
they can make a wisdom
Wisdom
save,
save?
they're 16.
Get it.
16.
Get it.
Okay. So
I swear to God, if these things are wise, I'm gonna be so.
-1.
They're so smart.
So
Yeah, I don't think they're
so
that
fail.
smart.
Success.
Fuck.
Fail.
Okay.
Success. Oh. Yeah, success.
Okay, hold on. I should roll.
Fail. And fail.
Okay.
So 4 failures,
Don't forget
2
a-
success.
Where's the 8?
How many d8s is it?
3d8.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, so that's.
Your magic number is 10
Fuck,
or
okay,
higher.
that was an 8.
It wasn't 8. I saw it.
Thank you.
I saw it.
Sorry, so that's 12, 15.
Alright, all 6 of them instantly
I,
Yeah.
exploding as Leaf's spell impacts
Mine.
against them in a series of faint
Later,
creatures
motherfucker.
start ripping through them and tearing them off into just individual
Little
twigs.
pixies.
good old gardening over here.
These guys, however, 1, 2, 3, 4,
I wish you'd fuck with me.
2, 3, 4, 5. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Alright, so that's going to be 4 attacks against Allura. First one.
These guys don't do that much damage.
It's just a,
Did they?
So that is a 20 and a 21 to hit.
yeah, they both.
Gang, I'll pull my
And
weed
then
whacker
second
over
2
here.
attacks, a 23 and a 7.
The 7 doesn't hit.
Okay, so
That's
they
a
heal.
start.
So,
Pretty good.
first damage is 5 points. Would you like to uncanny dodge?
Mm,
5
what is-
points of damage.
Yeah.
Uncanny dodge halves the damage, so you would round it down to 2.
Okay, sure. I'll
Alright,
do
so you
that.
take 2 points. Second attack. You take 5 points of damage.
Nice.
Third attack. You take 5 points of damage. I rolled all 4s.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, so
Kept it
12
easy.
points of damage total against Allura. That's going to be 4 attacks coming in against Elite.
The whole team just about to get dropped
First
off.
2, natural 1 and a 6. So those are
Nope.
going to miss. 20 and a 17.
They are both going to hit.
Both going to hit. Okay, so 2 against you.
Guys, I think the bigger blights
You
are
take
gonna
6
come
points of
after
damage.
us.
Okay.
Don't forget the tree down to hold that.
Alright, and then
We
2
do
more
have
attacks
extra
coming in
battle
against the
axes
Doctor.
in the bag of
2
holding.
attacks against you, that's a 20
Yep.
and 9.
Nope.
Yeah. 20 does 5 points of damage.
Alright.
And 2 coming in against Hope, swinging into that tree.
Oh,
No, that's a 6 and a 9. Lol.
It's the sex
Yeah.
number.
Alright, so as the blights come in and a series of them start assailing all of your allies, Leaf, you kind of turn around and just, cool guys, don't look at it. As they all just detonate behind you as you start to then make your way back
gonna start
towards the center of the field. That's going to be their turn, and top of the round we come to Leaf.
Alright.
Engaged with 4.
I'm guessing it would be a full action for me to grab a battle axe from the bag of holding where it is in the doctor.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking weed whack this shit.
Alright, go for it. 3 attacks.
Meh, 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 and one of them's an offhand attack.
Correct.
Uh,
Third
legend.
one is offhand.
Yeah.
just like Zelda when he spins around.
Oh yeah.
My favorite.
Fuck me. Okay, 4, which is actually
I think
11,
it's the
which is
second
not
time
big.
I did
Yeah,
this shit on stream. I'm so sorry.
Got it?
that's fine. 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so
My favorite Zelda is
D6
Prime. It's a good Zelda.
8 points of damage
Yep.
to
Pops off.
say this guy,
Dead.
and then offhand attack.
Offhand. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 12 plus 7,
That'll
so
do it.
19.
And
And that one's just my straight roll,
Straight.
right? Yeah, okay. 6.
6. Pops off again. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Alright, so at least just whirling dervish of blades back and forth, cutting through these twig blades, shattering them into toothpicks, basically. That's going to be your full turn, unless you want to move anywhere.
I still have my bonus attack, right?
Your bonus action is the offhand attack.
I see. No, I don't want to move. I'll just
Alright.
keep watching everyone's back.
Sounds good. Doctor, you're up.
Cool. So aiming very carefully,
Yep.
I'm going to burning hands those 2 in front of me in the tree
Okay, yeah, you
because
can
I
do
can
that.
get all 3 of them.
You certainly can. Yeah, so go for it. So what is it? It's a
That's
save?
dex throws from a tree and 2 small trees.
Yep. So dex save from the twig blights are a 16, which I believe fails.
That is correct.
Yep, and the other one is even less, so
Okay.
that also fails. So they both take full damage.
Very
And then the tree having a dex of 0.
Classic trees.
Yeah.
Oh, trees.
Yeah.
So
Can
let's
go
just
anywhere.
see if it natural 20s this shit. Nope.
Oh god.
As
It
the-
just
as the
sways in the
just-
wind.
Nice.
Just flying nuns in a little bit.
Okay, so that is 12 fire damage.
12 fire
and now the
damage.
tree's on fire.
So the 2 get popped off. The tree does take the damage, however, it does not light on fire as the sap
Yeah, that's good.
kind of covers over the
That's okay.
flames,
Oh.
extinguishing them fairly quickly, but it does still take the damage.
I'm okay with
I
that.
speak to the doctor like,
How do you evocate your fire?
I'm just picturing Roy Mustang of just...
Yeah. Also, I'm going to retake that temporary hit points.
Yeah, take those 12 temporary hit points back. Alright, awesome. That's going to be the doctor's turn. Or is Burning Hands a... No, it's not a bonus action.
No, it is a full
It's
action.
a full action, okay. Alright, Allura, you're up. Engaged with 4.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That is an additional 1d6 damage
Oh, okay, yeah.
because
roll.
it's at 3rd level.
It should be at... Do you guys have 4th level spells?
I do.
Yeah, so you should have 4th level spells, I think.
Are you sure? Because warlocks tend to.
You
Pretty
do
sure.
lag.
Oh,
I think
okay.
you might
Double check it. Just check it. Because I want to make sure that we're doing it right.
Doing it right.
Doing it right, doing it right, doing it right. Yeah, 4th level spells.
Oh, okay. So I actually get
So you have 2 more d6.
2 more d6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
burn those.
Roll
All right, that's a 7.
7 more. Alright, awesome.
7 more dams.
Yeah, cool. Alright, good to know. So that's going to be your full turn.
Yep.
Lura.
I am going to swing my rapier at this one in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
You do not get sneak attack, however.
Darn.
No, I wouldn't assume so. That would
You're not 1v1v, bro.
That is 20. 4.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Damn.
Yo.
Oh, it's 1d8. Not. 8 points of cold damage.
Pops off.
And then I'll also take a shot to this one right here.
Yeah. Do it up.
Misses.
11 misses, unfortunately.
Oh, wait. 10 misses, even more than 11 does.
Alright, so Allura slams one and just, like, going for a stab and then realizing that it's easier to just, like, slice through it with a rapier. You end up just cutting one in half and then turn around the other one, the arrow bolt just impacts against the ground, unable to hit it. Next up we come to Leaf.
Okay, so seeing my compadres
What's the
surrounded.
radius on?
15, so I'm gonna try and, what is that?
Yep, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
That hits everything.
Okay, cool. Sweet, so I want to post up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to post up there and then cast. Now I remember with my detect magic that the tree was necromantic energy or magic.
Correct.
So I will cast Sacred Flame on the tree.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So go for it,
And
Sacred Flame.
Fuck, what does it make? It's not.
It's a dex save. 2.
Alright, it's sick.
Minus 5. So it's a negative
Yeah,
2.
so that's 2d8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it. Burn that motherfucker to the ground.
Sick, that's
Oh.
3 plus. Oh shit. Sorry, I gotta see if I add much to that.
I think you do.
Yeah, no.
It's just damage, right?
Yeah, it's 2d8. So yeah, sorry. So that's 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. Alright, good to know. Every little bit helps. Alright, so Leaf runs in, all of the full area becomes illuminated. You can see the twig blights are kind of like shine eyes where maybe they would be off of their heads, but are doing their best to
Can we see the
continue
Fae?
healing. Sorry?
Can we see the Fae?
Yeah, you can. All of you can. And you kind of like have to squint a little bit because the area does become incredibly bright.
Yeah, and I should say if any of them move, if any of them survive, it's difficult terrain for them
Yes.
in the air.
Yeah, I know that blue one as well.
Not that I want to hinder myself, but if it's incredibly bright, do I have to?
No, because that is specifically sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's also I choose the.
Yes, it's creatures that are hostile to
Yeah.
it. All right,
You
so
see it as a gentle twilight.
exactly. So Hope and Les, you two just going to town?
I think I'll go this time, if you
Alright.
don't mind.
Go for it.
So, having been very embarrassed that I tried to stab the tree with the spear, thinking it would help me, and it didn't,
No.
I then switched to the axe,
was
and
pretty
I'm not gonna let a tree beat Les Paul the Trident Race, so I'm gonna make my 2 attacks and use Fainting Attack, so I get an extra D8 of damage and get advantage on both hits.
On
mean-
the first hit.
On the first hit and the second, my extra attack. So I'll do it on both.
No, yeah, but it's a bonus action in order to use it. So you bonus action to use Fainting Attack to then give you advantage on your first attack. And then the second attack you can't bonus action again, so you don't have a second bonus action.
Wait a minute.
You don't want to get beat by a tree.
Because you have an
right?
action, a bonus action, and you're moving on your turn. So you use your bonus action to give yourself advantage.
But these ones aren't bonus actions, they're just
Fainting
actions.
Attack is. Fainting Attack is you use your bonus action to give yourself advantage.
Alright, I will look that up in a second.
Remember that time the tree beat you up?
Shut the fuck up.
Really funny.
Alright, that's good.
Remember that time a tree picked Leaf up and held him into its arms?
God, we have bad luck with trees.
We do.
This guy seems okay though. He's not doing anything yet.
He's bleeding on us.
Yeah. You can expend 1 superiority die and
Him and
use your
everyone
bonus
else in
action.
fucking
Okay. Well, the first one will be advantage, so it's 23.
Yep, that hits. So you get your
2
D8
D8s.
from 2 D8s plus 5.
8. So they plus 5 just to
Just
the overall,
one.
right? Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 15.
15. Okay, good to know.
15 damage.
All right, first impact swings and cuts deep into the side of the tree. Blood now at this point actually starting to gout out from the bottom of it.
Good.
Second
And,
attack, not an advantage.
no,
This
but
is
I want the X. No, I'll wait till I hit it, actually.
Would you like to try and trip the tree?
Yeah.
Nice.
If I can. I'm technically
No,
am.
no, you can give the next thing advantage against the tree.
Oh, yeah.
You can see you can give Hope's first attack.
Is that distracting strike?
Yeah, distracting
Yeah.
strike.
Well,
Distract the tree.
I'll see if I hit it first.
Yeah.
Treating this
Yeah. That's 12
tree's
plus 8.
just
That
sitting
hits.
there.
You want to try and distract the tree?
Everything.
I sure do.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oi, you stupid tree!
As the blood just kind of
Look over here!
It's just sitting there.
Anyone want to tell him?
Not as good.
Well, so I tried to talk to the
5,
tree.
6, 7,
It
8
wasn't a
points of
fucking
damage.
It's okay. He doesn't know.
Roll a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
He's having
Sucks.
All right.
He's gonna.
Every little bit helps as you're just slamming in, and the blood at this point is really pouring out of the bottom
I
of
was
the
like,
tree.
less really
Hope's
just to
turn.
kill something.
They take their
I
first,
fucking hate this tree!
first attack
hope
at
someone
advantage.
kills
Here we
steals
go.
this
This is a
tree
natural
from him.
20. Shit's going sideways. No, but it'll hit. It's enough to hit. But they're going to go ahead and just do the double damage from the weapon. Ooh, 12 plus 3 is 15.
Yo.
15. Second attack. Huh. That's cocked, but it was almost natural 20. That's 15. That hits exactly.
Nice.
And
Nice.
2 more
The
d8s.
tree's AC is 15.
Yep.
I mean, it's a tree.
It's the
It's a strong tree.
You ever tried to kill a tree before?
It's a strong
Oh, yeah,
magical
Awesome.
victory.
Alright, tree's starting to look pretty hurt at this point. That's going to be open less. Next up are the blights. They start their turn in the thing, so they have to make a wisdom save, right? Alright,
There's
here we go.
Oh, the little
16?
7 of them in
That's a
total.
15 with a -1.
Yeah, boy.
Fail. Natural 20.
Alright, good for it.
Going forever.
We're adopting that.
Yeah, but if you
yeah.
roll high enough
Fail.
damage, it'll just die anyway. Because then
That's
it's
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Do you
I'm
want
so bad at
D8s?
Fail.
I have D8s.
Fail.
I got all these
Fail.
D8s.
Fail. They all fail except for one.
Alright.
So they're all gone except for one for sure?
Okay, so.
No, it depends on what he
So
rolls.
it's,
Oh, okay.
it's 16.
16, they're all gone.
Bye.
Ah,
Bye.
All of them, including the one who
Would that
succeeded.
hurt the tree as well?
Yeah,
It
that
does.
would.
The
So
tree does take
that was
16
a-
points of damage as well.
Cool.
yeah.
It's not a very wise.
Alright. Oh, actually, yeah, hang on, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Fairies
I
just
was
going.
gonna
Nope, natural 2.
Second.
Alright, so the tree is unwise. So at this point, with the light still present, but you notice all the twig lights are vanished on their turns.
Oh, to
the
here.
leaves top of the round, it's just you guys in the tree.
I have my 2 short swords, and I just like
Kick its
ah! Like,
burning.
run at the
Alright,
tree.
everybody just finding a place to slash. Go
Yeah.
for it. Go and roll your first attack.
Wait, we all need to get out of its
Okay,
way when
so
we
that's
talk.
gonna be
It's gonna be a widow
22 to
girl.
hit.
22 hits, and the short swords do deal slashing damage, so you do deal regular damage.
Yeah,
for it.
perfect. So that's
You
gonna
can
be.
roll all your attacks and damage if you want, or whatever you like.
Oh, you want me to roll all my attacks at the same time?
That's all good. Just
Okay. So the first one is Shetty. 5 damage.
okay.
Second one. 15. So it's the same. 22 to hit again. 6. 10 damage.
Okay.
And last one. That's gonna be 25.
Yep. Straight die.
3.
3. Alright. Alrighty. We'll say for the sake of brevity, nothing else seems to be coming out from the sides of the shrubs over the next round or two as all of you are just slashing, hacking more and
My
more.
boys are
Hope ends up getting the
swinging.
final swing, embedding the axe until the point where the base of the tree begins to crack and the blood at this point is just pouring out, and then the blood itself just stops. And it's still there, it's still present, but it no longer is coming out of the tree as the entire thing cracks over and slams down onto the ground, completely removed from its base, but the roots do still exist.
Is there anything in the center of the tree?
In the center of the tree,
Yeah.
not as best you can see.
How old was it? Let's count the rings.
It was 20,
Wade through
30,
the blood to try and count the rings. So,
Oh, it's almost as old as Strong.
looking into the center of the tree, kind of digging around, taking some little notches out of it as best you can, all you're finding is this very strange blood-like sap that is coming out of the tree. Nothing of any note, nothing of any interest. Your detect magic still up. Nothing popping at all except for the tree. You do notice that there is still a faint magical essence in the roots, though.
Oh.
I want to start digging down into the roots.
Okay.
Well, I wonder if I can
Digging
help.
down 5, 10, 15 minutes, looking around. You don't seem to find anything, but the roots themselves still appear to be magical, as if cutting down the tree succeeded, but the essence of what the tree is still there while the roots are still
The
present.
roots are still okay.
I want to try
I'm
and
going root.
pull up one of the roots and bring it with me.
We
So
just
you
go
managed
back
to-
up.
Not a
Yeah.
huge one, but maybe like a sort of a one that I can wind
As
up.
you chop it off, Leaf's detect magic spell, you end up cutting the root off. There is a little bit of blood that comes out of both sides. Leaf, you notice that as the root is attached to the tree, it's magical, and as soon as the final blow is struck,
Severs
it
the-
immediately severs the magical connection. Is no longer considered magical. You do still have a piece of it that you would be able to take with you,
Alright,
but
so-
Leaf can tell you that.
We do know that Fuck, alright, hold on. Let me
So
know.
we
It's
should
back
just
in the
keep
crypt.
digging these roots up.
Well, do we think it's the roots, or should we go back up to the hill? Because we know the roots go up to the hill. Should we look in those roots?
Well, I
The
mean,
roots come up and they make that
That
statue.
thing? Okay.
I don't know. I
Did
think.
we put that statue down?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
took
We
that
knocked it over.
Yep. Yeah, that
But
was how you found
maybe-
that the roots were connected underground.
Right.
Maybe we need to find a way to
Opposite side of the hill.
burn them out or something.
burn them out. Hello.
Can I make just a quick perception check? Because we said there weren't any ravens in this area. Can
No,
I-
none
okay.
at all.
None? Okay, cool. Just want to double check they didn't just
Yeah.
fly in.
No, the ravens. The message that you got from Dom was that the ravens don't approach this close to the edge of
Fog.
the edge of the fog,
Okay.
for fear of being lost within.
Alright, cool.
Do I
Wow, look
have
at
I
us.
ever heard of anything like this tree before that I would know how to sort of extinguish its essence?
Make a religion check.
Okay.
I'd like to carve an A into the tree.
Oh, nice.
Sure. Where?
I don't know, the flattest spot I can find.
Where it's been chopped down.
Sure.
It's right next to the peeing Calvin sticker.
That one.
Yeah.
Number one. You're not sure.
What are tree?
Trees are weird.
Hey guys, how's about this? Let's dig it up so the roots are exposed. Then I'm just gonna light it all on fire.
Sounds
Yeah.
great.
Why don't
Let's
we try
fuck this
to
tree up.
uncover as much as the roots as possible,
I think that's
so
a
that you
great
can
idea.
see the most
So we can just
visible.
fwoo-fwoo,
Mhm.
burn, burn.
I really think that we should try to extinguish the life force of whatever this thing is.
I'm
Yeah.
inclined to
I
agree.
think it's a blight on this land.
Nice. Yep. Nope.
A tree
It's good.
boy.
Took me a second,
Fine.
but I got it.
Thanks, Les.
We're all pretty. It's been a long day.
So
It's been a really long day, you guys. We're
Actually,
still
yeah,
on day
actually, yeah, sorry,
day
what
18.
time would it be right now?
you left for the Wizard of Wines fairly early in the morning. It only took you a couple hours to clear it out. By this point, with the traveling, 2 in the afternoon.
Does anyone?
I
I'll
definitely
take
thought the fight with Strahd was like a late night thing.
No,
Just
yeah.
a midday
No,
ritual.
I think that would have been a lot worse.
Classic.
It was
No
more
one
so the
expects
cloud
a
cover and the
midday
lightning
ritual.
coming down that it just made it seem like
Oh,
night.
yeah, yeah.
But with him departing and things returning back to normal, it is still
So
fairly
2 in
late.
the afternoon.
Did we see any lightning strikes after he left?
No. As soon as you notice that as soon as all the druids were killed, even while Strahd was there before he left, the lightning and the clouds started to part, and that kind of he looked up and quickly starboard as best he could.
Okay.
One thing that you do notice actually, Liam, as they're talking about digging up the roots of the tree, it is just a tree. The way you kill a tree is by uprooting it.
Yeah.
Logic would dictate that
Yeah.
would probably do the trick.
Let's just uproot this bad boy.
All right, let's do it.
So yeah, so over the course of the next 40 minutes to an hour or so, each taking turns uprooting, cutting off different parts of
I'm
the roots.
supervising.
You notice that the roots do expand in 360-degree arc. They go in every direction, going to the shrubs nearby, going into the forest even. You would imagine that this tree probably may have been the cause of these blights.
Classic.
And over the course of that 40 minutes to an hour, you hear a slight chittering off in the forest, appearing to get closer until finally the entire thing gets uprooted. And Doctor, you slam that burning hands on
Oh
the
boy, do I ever.
and you just hold it there as long as you possibly can as the roots get burned off and sent
Does it
from
like
all directions.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And as you do that, you just hear all the chittering sounds just become snapping and popping sounds. in the forest, as the tree itself now is completely detached from every one of its root systems, and the entire trunk has been uprooted. Whatever this was, it appears to have been causing the blights and potentially now have solved them.
Cool. Is there anything in the hole?
Nothing in the hole.
Does anything change in the atmosphere around the area as the
Changes
tree
in
dies?
atmosphere.
Should we go
So-
to the top of this fucking hill?
Yeah.
I think we should, but we should maybe keep an eye out for whatever the extra seed is. It feels like
Yeah.
it might be hidden somewhere around here as well.
One of the things that you do notice as you've been chopping the tree and getting rid of the roots for the better part of an hour, each of you at different points notice this, that as you look west into the curtain of fog, just kind of quick glances, you see a white fortress on a hill above a great city. And the city appears quite distant, maybe a mile away, but the fog obscures all detail. You can hear sounds like the echo of a church bell every once in a while, kind of as you look at it.
Wait, so
But as
that's
soon as you look away, the sound is gone.
farther into the fog?
It's into the fog, a mile into the fog.
Well, let's not.
Do I recognize the city?
All of you can go and make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Big money, no whammies.
This looks
Fuck.
Of course.
16.
8.
15.
24.
Nice.
13.
13.
The person who doesn't live in any cities.
Yeah, that looks like a city.
city. I think there's a church there.
None of you really recognize it. Leaf, you recognize this would be... I'm not quite sure where you know it from.
Did a lot of reading. Anything that...
Not from books.
Okay.
And then it kind of comes to you in a second and you kind of like think back to when you first escaped from Castle Ravenloft. It looks like the castle but just in much better condition.
Oh.
Does it look like I know I rolled shitty, but I'm just hoping that my player recognition of this might do something for me. Does it look like any of the images on the fallen standing stones that we saw that had all the different because there was images of different cities?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Completely.
So,
Yes.
I
No.
think I have a theory on this. Because
be damaged.
Strahd was here, right? Did we ever see him looking over at the... Okay, so he's probably... It's like he's got a Pinterest board. He's trying to build his thing off this fog.
But
He's-
this looks like the opposite of Ravenloft. It's
Oh,
white and shining, right? That's what it kind of looked like. It was sort
It
of...
looks like Ravenloft if it was brand new.
he's
It's
trying
like where the
to...
good
think
witch
he can-
lives
It's
or
brown.
something.
He
He's
needs to
just
like
really
travel
bad
through
at
the
making
fog.
Look,
He's really bad at
listen,
making
remember that Madame Eva's prediction for this area was
It's a hill.
history, knowledge of the ancients will help you better
Hold
understand your
on.
enemy. And this is the
History?
past. This could be the past of Castle Ravenloft, preserved somehow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you saying that area over there is back in time?
It
Weirder
sounds like it
fucking
is.
things have happened.
But take care not to walk into the fog.
I'm not saying it's back in time, but perhaps it's a reflection of some point in
no,
time.
we can get some information.
Except
Do we-
we
I
gotta
would
go
take
through
some time
the
and just
fog.
like sit and like watch it.
Yeah. Can we? Is the fog like
Staring at it.
obscuring it or unobscuring it, or is there like a clear path to it?
It appears somewhat randomly.
well, there it is.
Like you're just kind of you're looking out into the fog and staring at it, and then you just kind of catch it just out of the corner of your eye, and you look at it, and it's just instantly gone. It seems to only be on the periphery.
But it's appearing in
So
the
if
same
we all
place
stand
at the
in a
same time.
circle back to back.
No.
Places.
So
different
my
places.
nat 20, it's my lazy icon.
Just,
Oh, it's one
got it.
again.
You do have some time as well if anybody would like to use the book to try and identify anything.
Oh yeah, I
That's
will
probably
do
not a bad idea.
that.
Perhaps, what if we
Use the statue, probably.
use the statue to get to the city?
Oh, that's a smart.
Okay, so you've got the two major things
Find
that
out
you
what it
identify
does.
What do you
as
mean use the
magical
statue
items,
to get to the city?
I don't know.
Like a Megazord Power Ranger thing?
No, but
So-
perhaps
Throw an arm.
holding on to it, it would
So-
lead us there. But let's
I
find out what
almost
it
just
does.
did your accent. That was so weird.
So,
Okay.
Oh, we're all switching accents here.
So we have 4 pages left in the book of identification.
Oh, I think we
Do
should
we-
leave the battle axe and do the
Yeah,
statue.
I think that we're
Absolutely.
fairly understanding of what that battle axe does or is capable
I mean,
of.
it's magic from what Leaf said was faint magic. So
Let's check out
And
the
this-
statue.
the
Yeah.
statue was very strong. And Les is kind of got an idea now what the spear does. So
Yeah, he doesn't need no fancy magic to figure out that spear.
I stab things and it makes me feel better.
sounds like the right outlet for you, my friend.
That's right.
That seems like an
Uh,
unhealthy coat.
Do you want to help me out?
Oh, God, yes.
At some point, I'm gonna take like the prongs from my trident and just try to like put it on the edge of the spear.
You're gonna break
That
his
is
fancy
a
trident?
23.
This one's
that
better.
is good. Okay.
Hooray.
So, as you are writing in the book, describing the image of this statuette, the size, the weight, the iconography on it, the supplication kneeling of the priest, the words are absorbed into the page. The shining gold ink comes back, and this is the icon of Ravenloft.
Oh.
Oh.
So this is...
Wow.
So, just so everybody on
Yeah.
chat can understand this one, and so everybody understands this. While a creature is within 30 feet of the icon, and a character is tuned to it, and a character of good alignment must be attuned to the icon.
Oh, wow.
None of y'all
Leave.
fucks.
Hope
Just
and
me.
only hope.
No,
That-
hope is
No, Hope isn't
lawful
good.
Oh, yeah.
It's just me and Leave.
That's right.
While a creature is within 30 feet of the icon, that creature is under the effect of a protection from evil and good spell against fiends and undead, permanently.
Dang.
A creature attuned to the icon can also use the following properties. Augury. You can use an action to cast the augury spell from the icon with no material components required.
Nice.
Once used, can't be used again until the next dawn. Augury being what is it? It's a path to be taken within the next 7 days.
Do you have to be able to spellcast?
No.
Just does it.
It just does it. Bane of the Undead. If you have the Turn Undead or the Turn the Unholy class feature, you can use this icon as a holy symbol for that feature. If you do, increase the save DC by 2.
I think this goes to leave.
Yeah, I think so too.
Heal. While holding the icon, you can use an action to heal one creature within 30 feet of you that you can see. The target regains 3d8 plus 3 hit points unless it is an undead, a construct, or a fiend. Again, once used, cannot be used until the next dawn.
Loot.
The only thing is, this is essentially a one-handed, because it weighs 10 pounds, thing. So it'll replace either a shield or a sword or something else.
Yeah.
I think this is for you, big
I mean, you
boy.
can always switch it out too.
Woo!
You're gonna be the bane of
here's a
evil.
thought. Could its augury component perhaps take us to that castle?
Not through the fog.
No, it'll
I
just
don't
tell us
think
like
that we
yes
need
or
to.
no.
We also have somebody can transform into very large flying things.
Yeah, into the fog.
We're
Over the
not
fog.
going into the fog.
Go over the
Can we send
Why
Rick?
not?
It's a dome. The fog is the ceiling, is the walls, is everything.
Yeah, like the puppet show, the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, right?
Can we send
Puppet
Rick into
show.
the fog to look for the city?
I was thinking of the TV show, The Dome.
Rick.
Sure.
Gust of wind everywhere.
Yeah, 'cause you can ritual. You
fog never
can. You
touches
can bring him
I
back
think
very
we're not
easily,
supposed to
right?
go over there.
I mean, I could. But I mean, if he goes through, then what does that mean for us? Do we follow him?
No. I think we get him to go and see what's
out
there, or what happens.
What if we
I
can
don't
actually
think
make
we
it to
do
that
not
city?
need. We do not need to go through
I'm
the
gonna-
fog.
I'm gonna consult with Rick and see if he thinks it's wise for him to dip into the fog.
So he kind of looks around a little bit. Roll an intelligence check for Rick.
Rick's just
Ah!
Every time.
That's what happened when Leaf got handed that statue.
That is 15.
15? Rick just kind of looks into the fog and goes, "You want me to go there? Wait, now it's there. Wait, where do you want me to go?
Oh yeah, it's like flipping around.
It's fine, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to go there. I think it's just supposed to be.
I think maybe we watch it, maybe for a tiny bit, see if we can pick up anything. But I think we might have what we need.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what
I'm
I
just
think
wondering,
this is-
knowledge of the ancients, like I really feel like there's maybe some other clue that's supposed to be here. But
Knowledge of the ancients. I
You
think
can
that
also read the bottom of that.
Yeah, so, so it's given to Strahd von Zarevich by the archpriest Cyril Romelich.
Cyril.
Cyril Romelich?
Cyril, is that one of the guys that was?
No.
No. Okay.
To consecrate the Ravenloft Castle and its chapel. This 1 foot tall silver statuette weighs 10 pounds and depicts a cleric kneeling in supplication.
So it seems like this might be a Strahd thing. I think we got the
Does
thing.
seem, I think we might.
I think we go return that gemstone to La Familia,
Yep.
and then see if we can't get a bead on where that other one
Tell
is.
some campfire stories.
why don't we stay for a minute though and watch that city and see if we can see anything happen?
Okay.
The image of the city is a still image. It's just constantly on your peripheral.
So nothing changes. It's completely static. Okay.
You've all been looking at it for now over an hour. It's just popped up randomly, and you've all just kind of like said something to each other progressively, and now all of you have looked for it, and as you're looking, it's like, it's there, and someone's looking, and they're looking there, and no, it's there! And yeah, that's pretty much all you get.
So basically, it's just an image of a newly built Ravenloft.
Best you can see.
Is there any discernible differences between the one that we saw when we were captured there?
You didn't really get much of a good look at it.
Dark.
I can see in the dark.
Oh yeah. All right.
You can, out to 120 feet.
Gang, I gotta.
You ran the fuck away
Yeah.
from that, and booked it to the forest.
I got a quick question. Do you want me to be carrying this Ravenloft icon around? 'Cause I mean-
Yeah. Why not?
Well, no, I mean.
You mean in your hand constantly?
Yeah, Strahd
Think-
is this gonna kind of
Can
pin into
we
where we're at?
get you some kind of something for you to hook it onto your belt with, so you could pull it out if you
I
need
think
to?
that we should keep this under wraps. That we have this for
Oh,
now.
I see what you mean.
Should
Yes,
we-
I think we
I
should as
think
well.
that.
Pull it out when we need it.
Yeah, I think that likely it will be a planned attack or a consciously thought out conflict with Strahd,
But it'll come in
at that
handy
point,
if we run into the undead.
That's what. Well, I mean, I can do this stuff. I mean, it does give me a bit of a boost, but that might be more handy.
maybe in Vallaki we can get a pouch for your side belt so that
Yes.
it's easy
A
access.
holster almost.
Yeah.
Like a baby Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn.
For the
What about, I mean,
Sweet, 10-pound
perhaps when we make it back to the Amber Temple that might come in useful, because we didn't really see too much of what was inside besides those fire thingies, but there were undead around. It's reasonable to think that they might be in the temple as well.
So, what's the plan, Stans?
Head back to.
Twitter Stans.
Head
We
back to
killed
the-
a tree, so what do we do now?
Let's go talk to La
We
Familia.
did the thing. We ticked it off.
Let's go give him this seed, and then see if he's got an idea where the other seed is. Let's go give him our seed.
I guess so.
yeah, we
And
can
take
maybe-
our horse, Marigold.
And give the nice man
A
our
seed.
seed. Not just any seed. Our seed.
Our seed.
Cool.
I've come
Technically,
5,000 miles to give you my
to-
seed!
returning his own seed
So
back
we all
to
have
him.
That's
beards.
perhaps worse.
We all have beards and flannels on right now after spending like 2 hours cutting down a tree.
Oh, yeah.
At least in other I definitively do not.
All right, let's head back, guys. Heading back.
It's just
Yeah.
nice.
So, progressively making your way back. The sun, visible, but again becomes shrouded as you make your way through the trees. This time, as you were coming out, you remembered all the chittering sounds off on the sides of the trees. All of those are silenced.
Nice.
Good.
It's an eerily silent walk back as your feet are trudging through the ground. Eventually breaking through the tree canopy on the other side, coming out to the vineyards. You do notice that the family did actually appear to have been again invaded by twig blights, but they lie shattered and broken on the ground with only a few cuts and scrapes visible on any of the people outside as they're going through, checking through the vineyards. And you're noticing now as well that a series of shattered twigs are littering the vineyards themselves, as if there were many, many more that were hidden that didn't make themselves visible. But now with the destruction of the tree, appears to have finally ended them.
Well, well.
We saved you from those fucking twig things.
Yeah,
They all
where's old,
died.
where's old Davy
The
at?
boys. Dom and
Dom, Dave,
Davey.
Duh.
Davy.
Davey.
Old
Right.
Davy boy.
Davy Crockett.
You're back. What happened?
There's a lot of shit going down.
I want to take the gem out of the bag and be
Thank
like,
you.
That, this what you're looking for, buddy?
Yes, that's exactly. It's gonna make life so much easier once we get to getting the winery back into production.
I do not doubt it. So we're...
So thank you so much.
And he just reaches for
You
it,
are very welcome.
and he grabs it out of your hand.
Alright.
Is there like a
Dom, take this into my daughter.
Yeah,
She'll get
okay.
it replanted in a place where it needs to be. We gotta make sure that these vineyards are gonna survive.
We're gonna plant the seed. Sorry, I was being Dom Toretto.
Oh, thank you. Can I offer you some wine for the road?
Can we go
Absolutely.
do a walk me down?
Actually, we also need to rest, I think. Well, how late is it now? It's probably pretty late in the day.
Yeah, we
It's
should probably.
7 hours, so
Can
about
we-
3:34
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long
I
would it take us
would.
to get to the
We can head
winery
back to
from-
Kresk.
from the bar.
Crest.
Oh fuck no, we're going to
From
Vallaki.
Kresk, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay, so we
We'll
can
make
go.
it
We
back
could
before
make
Feels
it
the-
like a long
Go
time.
chill in Christ for a bit. Do you have any idea where that other gem might be off to?
The gem was taken hundreds of years ago. At least over 100 to my knowledge.
Do you have any history of that? You keep quite extensive records.
Extensive records of deliveries of the gems themselves. It was, at least as far as it was passed down from my family, as far as we're told. Somebody woke up one morning, went out to the vineyard, took one, was gone. Nothing we can do about it. We tried looking, talked to everybody in Vallaki and Kresk, back when we even kept tabs with old Dickhead up there.
Yes, he is a dickhead.
Speaking of which, now, I recognize the label of your one special bottle from your lost vintage. There's bottles, not full, mind you, of that at the Abbey of St. Markovia. Did you used to do deliveries up there?
Yeah, still do. Kresk takes a lot of deliveries from us.
Crest does, or the Abbey does?
Well, we just deliver to Kresk, and then I assume they bring some of it up to the Abbey.
Okay, so I thought that the Kresk didn't go up to the abbey ever anymore.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
they told
it's-
us.
No, they leave like wine there.
Oh, they leave
Yeah.
wine. They leave
As
offerings. Okay. All right. Never mind.
The dirty boys.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a bunch of empty bottles up there. I assume by this point somebody's drank it. Like I said, it's been at least 100 years since that was made.
Oh,
It's
I'm
unfortunate
sure.
they finally broke that last bottle.
I'm sorry. It seems like a shame.
Well, let's
Truly
collect
was.
our horse.
Hold on,
Where
one
is,
question. Have you ever been up to that Goofliest tree before?
We used to go down there every once in a while until that place became that fucking graveyard.
Have you ever noticed any white city beyond the fog ever?
All kinds of illusions and shit are in that fog. It's kind of tough to tell what's real and what's not. All we know is stay the fuck away from it. Things are gonna try and tempt you to go in there. You go in, you don't come out.
Spent like an hour staring at that. Probably. Shit.
Well, the tree is gone, so it might be safer.
Tree's gone.
Yeah, that's why
might be a
these
bit
guys
safer.
are.
Yeah.
We
Should be
took
welcome
care
back
of it.
there.
Oh. Alright, I'll go down with one of my sons. We'll take a look at things. I appreciate you doing everything you've done. I mean, you know, Dom vouched for you guys and he said that you'd actually be decent people, but this wasn't exactly what I was expecting when I hear a group of ragtag adventurers coming to town. Usually you guys just come and steal my shit.
Who would do that?
Gotta call me.
Literally all of them.
Ugh,
Well, we're not like that.
no.
No, we
certainly
actually
not.
do this stuff.
We do this stuff.
Speaking of which, I mean, I know you're not on good terms necessarily with the big man, but he was the one behind all of your tree blight problems.
Oh,
And
was
he had
Yeah.
stolen your seed.
That big fucking
big
nerd
statue
took
of him.
your seed.
It was in a big statue.
Yeah, there was some kind of summoning going on, and he was there with some of those Pape druids, but we took care of it. But, you know, you might not be on such neutral ground with him as you think you are.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, he gave us the winery. Why would he?
How long ago was that?
A couple centuries ago.
It was
lot of
before
things
Did he
he's.
say anything else? Like, that just doesn't make any sense that he just randomly be summoning something.
I'm sure it wasn't random, but I can't say that I'm privy to his inner thought process.
Just make a quick, like, because this was only a couple hours ago, you all would have remembered. Strahd's words to you, or to your group.
Was it join the
ritual or
stop
attempt
it?
to stop it.
Yeah.
Join the ceremony or try to stop it. I'm curious to see what you've learned.
Yeah.
You may be thinking back to that with that answer, think that maybe the ritual wasn't actually about taking over the winery.
Right.
It was of seeing how powerful you all have become.
So he was specifically trying to fuck with us.
But he was still behind the tree blights.
Yeah.
But
Because of the
also
tree.
having
Well,
them
the
think
tree
that
was
the
behind
The tree was behind the tree blights.
Yeah, but the tree is aligned with Strahd in some
Well,
way.
the tree's
so.
dead
Well,
now.
the druids used the tree to make the thing of Strahd, the visage of Strahd.
Right, but it still had necromantic magic, so I.
Well, he's got
Isn't-
necromantic. Look, I have necromantic magic.
No, we don't. It's fine.
Anyway.
This dipshit doesn't
yeah,
need to know.
there was druids worshipping the tree, summoning something with the seed, and they
Druids
were.
fucking disgusting.
They
Trying
do
to
Yeah,
give
smell
and they
birth
were
to
working
something
with
with that
Strahd.
seed.
They were working with straw.
Yeah.
Well, he was ordering them. And, barbarians, was it? Berserkers?
Oh, the big muscle-bound
Yeah.
whack jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah, they're super fun.
Yeah,
super fun to deal with.
They were fun to deal with.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, well, fun for you to deal with. For us, they're a fucking nightmare.
Well, they're
Do
pretty
they-
dead now.
Are they a problem for you as often?
Have been in the last couple of months, like I said, ever since those fucking blights ended up coming in, those druids. Every
Right.
once in a while, we come back and one of our vineyards is just chopped down for no fucking reason.
Well, either way, I don't think we'll be having those problems anymore.
Unless Strahd comes back.
Well, let's not.
Well, if he
Let's not
does,
tell the nice man.
I don't know. It's an interesting time to be in the business that we're in, but I appreciate you giving the gem back. It's going to help us get this vineyard back. We hope maybe by next season make sure that everything sounds okay.
Well, whatever you do, if you put in a good word for us with Danica and the Blue Water Inn, you know, some
Don't
credit.
worry, the keepers, I'll take care of you.
If you got like a club card or something, you can
Well,
Frequent flyer.
I mean, you know what the group is by this point, right?
yeah,
Yes, we
getting
do.
pretty good at that.
What's the name of the group?
Wait, the group?
Them boys.
You're talking
Our
about-
group?
No,
No,
my
but-
group.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah. The
Something about feathers. Fuck. They told us this.
I just sit there picking my teeth out, not looking at anything.
Scratching your
very
ass.
bored.
It's like if you picked up like one of the dead twig
Yeah,
lights.
just
and
pick out a
using
dead
it.
twig blades and
Can I make an intelligence check to remember what they're called?
You've never been told what they're called.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, no, we know that Dom
Was I just
and
making
Danica all kind of know each other, but we've never been told the
Them
name of their
boys.
group.
Huh. Interesting. Alright. We're called the Keepers of the Feather.
Oh, yeah,
Interesting.
The feather.
Anytime you see some ravens flying around, they seem to be paying a little bit too much attention to you. They probably are.
Is there like a sign or something we can throw up so they know we're cool, or they already know we're cool?
We've just been
They'll
told.
just know you're cool.
All right.
To be fair, you all stick out like a bunch of sore fucking thumbs.
I really.
And, well, no, you got a fucking top hat on.
It's a cool hat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, we've been told that before.
All right.
And you got 2 blue people with you. I mean, that'll help.
You got a problem with blue people?
No, ain't nothing
Technically,
wrong
we've
with
got
blue
3 blue
We got
people.
three.
I'm like
Because
bluey
Hope
gray.
is kind of blue
Okay, let's
too.
move on, guys.
So we're like the blue
And then we
people.
killed the white guy.
Hey, there you go,
Anyway.
the blue people.
We're the blue
We're
man.
blue.
Yeah, something with blue. That would make sense.
We're Eiffel 65.
There
Yeah.
we go.
We'll be taking Marigold with us.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the deal. I mean, you
Yeah.
paid me for it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
I,
We got your horse up there as well. You'll be able to ride that pack, I assume.
Hey,
That's a
Cinnamon.
pretty fucking big horse, by the
It's
way.
a big old horse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not often you see a war horse in these areas.
A horse?
as a thank
We're talking
you,
about cinnamon.
we love to get.
I don't know what the fuck.
I'm also not sure what the
I don't know what's
reference is.
happening.
I literally don't understand that reference.
Let's
It's
finish
a-
this
it's-
conversation.
I'll tell
I
you.
understood that reference.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Flying monkeys. So sorry.
I forgot what I was saying. It's okay.
You said as a way of saying thank you.
Oh yeah, I think that we would all love to try. Not myself, but my companions would love to try the wine that we've returned to your ability. You know, the first.
The first batch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a season.
The first brew. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, this is just making it so that we can still grow wine at all.
Mm-hmm.
But without that second gem, all the vineyards die off, the whole wine supply is gone. We'd be more than happy to give you a bottle of it once it's ready, but I mean, you'd be looking 2-3 years. This isn't something where we just pick the grapes and we
So
bottle.
we're planning
We
to be
plan
out
to be
again, I
gone
guess.
by that
I would
point.
like to be gone. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
For your time.
Appreciate it, and Dom's headed off by this point, but I'll give him your regards.
Please.
Hey Davian, if I ever see I'll do this, and you'll know it's me.
He's not one of the.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
No, Dom is, but Davian's just the guy who runs the winery.
Well, we all are.
Oh.
Roll.
As keepers of the
Keepers of the faith.
I didn't realize
fucking
it. I
wrote
thought
down.
perhaps you were allies. I wasn't sure if you were one of the group.
No, we all are. It's
How do you guys pass that down? Is it genetic or like?
it's genetic.
Oh,
It sounds kind of cool. Wish I could
My
fly.
my youngest daughter, she hasn't learned how to control her powers yet, so every once in a while we just have to lock her in her room. It's unfortunate.
What do you mean lock on the room?
Well, she turns in the middle of the night and she tries to fly out a window. We don't want her falling out of the sky as a baby.
Well, I guess so.
That's a good point. All right, let's go. We've taken up enough of your time.
A little bit too TMI.
Oh.
Back to us then. Thanks again, and thanks for letting us know about the poison. We would have just bottled that up immediately and probably ended up killing a whole bunch of people. So,
we probably would have been drinking it, so
Yeah.
maybe not actually spoilers. But
Well,
anyways,
yeah.
yeah, well, either way, you saved a lot of lives. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
That's no.
All right. On your way.
On our way.
I'm sure we'll see you at some point again down the road.
sure we will.
Yeah. Yeah.
As he just turns tail and heads back into the winery.
I go get
That
married.
guy seems nice.
And Marigold is, fairly decently sized horse, 16 hands, but in comparison to Cinnamon, just pale.
Yeah. She's like a draft horse, but Cinnamon's like a war horse.
Cinnamon is a fully kitted war horse.
Yeah.
By the way, War Horse is a Steven Spielberg directed movie, and that War Horse was like a skit from Saturday Night Live. I'll show you later.
Is that what your
That
reference
is a
was?
Yeah.
deep cut.
I
right
know.
there. That's not even one level. That's like 2 levels deep. It's
I
the
forgot
parody
War
of
Horse
the
was a movie.
that
Yeah.
no one has ever watched, anyways.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'll show you.
Anyway.
All right, moving
uh,
on.
Making your way
Dotto.
out, heading
Downtown.
back on the road, eventually heading north, heading back to Grace, I'm assuming?
Yeah, to get our wagon.
Get your wagon? Alrighty.
And Casimir.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
he's staying there for
He's
now.
gonna chill there for now.
He's staying there
Is he
until we come.
staying?
He's staying
Yeah,
there
until
until
we
we
go
come
to
back
the
to the temple.
Get there and he's
He
like,
doesn't wanna go back to the
wearing
Locky.
apron. Life's
He
been
wants to
easy.
like put up his feet, have some grog,
He wants to be part of like a productive community. I get it.
hanging out, and let us do all the dirty work. Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean,
Okay.
we're
Actually,
all
that is very fair.
we're all according to our ability.
So,
I'm not stingy about it at all.
making your way back to Grace, a couple hours pass, nothing of any kind happens. Middle of the day, no chittering sounds, no wolf sounds. Starting to feel a little bit better about traveling along the roads within Barovia, based on everything you've
Cleaning
done
this
so
place
far.
up.
It's fine. You eventually pull up to the gates. Your group is identified very easily. Gates are unlocked.
Sick.
Eventually
Giant
creaking open as
werewolf
you begin to
head.
make your way back inside. The burgomaster ends up coming back out and meeting you. Well, it is good to see all of you again. What brings you back? I assume everything at the winery has been taken care of.
Yes, we
Business is back on.
took care of the issues they were having there.
Oh, they were having issues. I know that it had been some time since our wine had been delivered, so I assume.
It'll be some time yet before you get any more, I'm guessing.
But they are back to production.
Well, thank the gods for that. Hopefully it comes soon. That is about all I can say. It is getting into evening time. I assume you would need somewhere to stay for the evening.
That would be
Yes.
lovely.
Yeah.
By this point, we have emptied actually a house for you. I've been able to make some room.
That's so kind
If
of
you'd like
you.
to have your own.
Does it have a bathtub?
Well, it has a
Just a-
bathing area.
It's a big
Yes.
The
toilet.
basin.
You might have a
Essentially,
barrel.
It is a large basin, yes.
Good.
Perfect.
Not exactly somewhere that you can curl up in like a bathtub,
What
but
do you
somewhere
mean?
that you can at least wash yourself. Well, you stand in the basin and you pour the water over yourself, and it drains into the basin. Then you
How
take it out of
basins
the
work,
basin and
Les.
you pour it over yourself again.
That's how that works.
Do you have a barrel he can borrow?
We have several barrels. I mean, I'm not sure you would fit inside one of them.
Find a bigger one.
We shall do our best. I will let you know what I can find.
Thank you. Can you direct us to our evening's habitations?
Yes, of course. And he just leads you down one of the streets, and the streets are fairly densely packed. A few croppings here and there for different vegetables that are all being grown. And then eventually finds you in this very, very narrow, think like San Francisco bar style house, that two-story house. There are 2 bedrooms, 2 very, very small cot-like beds, but then a few extra blankets have been rolled out. It's enough room that between the 6 of you, you would be able to find at least a decent, comfortable sleep, and it is yours.
Cool. Very nice. In exchange, I would like to open the bag of holding and give the burgomaster about half of the fresh vegetables.
Oh, alright.
Just because he's nice to us.
Yeah.
And we want to be nice to him.
And so,
Right, we want to contribute
Yeah.
because he won't take our gold.
being led into the house, eventually dropping all of your things off, bringing the bag of holding with you, heading over to the burgomaster's mansion. Dinner is starting to be prepared as it normally is as you start to empty out carrots and cabbages and broccoli, Brussels
Grapes.
sprouts, grapes, everything onto the table, just
So many
over and over and over again. And he just kind of isn't exactly sure what to do with all of this.
So
And then
don't ask.
you notice that he quickly jumps outside and beckons for a few of the guards to come over, and they drop their weapons and all start picking up lots of food and distributing it to the different people within the village. Definitely, plates will be a little bit more full tonight. So,
Just as our way of saying thanks for all of your hospitality.
this is far more of a thank you than my thanks are to you. After everything that has been done in the past with people of your ilk coming through here and just leaving the city worse for wear, it is amazing to see a group that comes through and actually seems to have the best of intentions.
Wow, we're fucking getting that a lot today.
Doing our best.
Cool. You're very welcome. We're happy to contribute, especially while we're staying within your city. It only seems right to take part in local tradition.
Yes, and while Casimir, our ally, is staying with you for an extended period.
Casimir has actually done quite well with some of the gardening. I assume he has some kind of a background with this, or at least some knowledge. He seems to have actually picked up fairly easily and has assisted with planting crops, and he seems like he'll be a welcome member of the community until he has to leave.
Well, well.
No,
God,
good
it'd be
for
a
him.
shame if something were to happen to him when we leave.
Cool.
All right, let's hole up. I'm tired.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, so evening passes by without any issue. Very, very vegetable forward plates are all presented. A few pieces of meat, raw meat for you after the request last time.
Thanks.
Sashimi.
It's not the nicest of meats. It's definitely on the tougher, gristlier side, but it's at least food. And the vegetables, though, however, the salads and assorted, just roasted vegetable platters are all very, very nice for the majority of the group.
Can I bust out the purple grape mash? wine that I have
Yeah.
and just start being like, well, we survived another battle and we don't get many chances like this to just have a sit-down meal at a table, and I just start pouring the wine
You're able to
around.
get 6 glasses pretty comfortably out of the bottle, so no issues. 1 glass for each of you, all to share.
Pass.
I'll take hers.
Double
I would
fist.
also like to slip away and go check on the little recovering
Jacob.
aware kid.
Yeah.
I forget. Jacob? Thank you. I was trying to find his name.
Jacob, like the Twilight guy.
Yep.
Team Jacob.
Just make sure that he's doing okay and
You can just investigation check.
Jordy, real quick, just while she's doing that, how many hit dice do we get back on long rest?
Oh, sorry. Half of you are expended, rounded up.
Gotcha,
So if you
cool.
use 3, you get 2 back.
Okay, cool. Nice.
24.
24? Yeah, without much of an issue. Looking around, asking about the new boy that was delivered into the town, the one with the different accent to everybody else. You're eventually led to the house with the mum of the little girl who was rescued, who seems to have taken him in. And he seems to be acclimatizing fairly well. No one looks at him like the weird little freak anymore. It's been at least a little bit that he's been here, and he's definitely, a dirty, rough and tumble kid. He's been out playing with some of the other kids around his age that you can see, so seems to be acclimatizing about as best you can hope for.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, so making your way back in, everybody resting for the evening unless there's anything anybody else would like to do.
We do charades, but it's with this guy's self. Okay, so I have no idea.
Bit over.
Yeah, bit's done.
Yeah, no, we go, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take on that.
Yep.
So, turning in for the evening, a very, very nice, restful night's sleep to be had by all. Definitely a nicer feeling from the last time that you were in Grace, having to spend the night here, coming back battered and broken and badly bruised from the Amber Temple. This being the reversal of that, having succeeded very, very strongly at something.
Yeah, it's almost like we gained a lot of experiences in this.
We did.
Fuck.
You did have quite the experience.
We just leveled up.
I know.
No, but we just
being a
also
shit.
got a thing, and we beat a tree up. Like a couple trees.
We
really.
survived around Strahd
Yeah,
for
that
a
dipshit
solid
showed up.
4 minutes.
So we wake up the next morning and
You're
you
all
guys,
dead.
What is our plan? Hope, I know that you wanted to go visit your brethren.
Let's look at the abbey, y'all, or at the map, y'all, and we can sort of figure out what's in our area if we want to.
Yeah.
Get
So,
going somewhere.
major things of note of places that you don't know / haven't really been to yet. You've got the village of Berez, which is off to the south of Valaki. Following the road west and then eventually south, there is a village of Berez there.
This one?
That's Berez.
Okay.
There's Argenvostold, which is the castle.
that's where
Argenvostold.
Argenvostold, which
Okay,
is
that's
the
the
Bahamut
Brotherhood
place?
of something.
That's
That's
the
the one-
Order of the Silver Dragon.
Yeah.
That's the one that we want to go with Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
To
him.
Bahamut.
go to Valaki and then hit Argenvostold on the way back because we're gonna have to come back this way.
I would love to hit Valaki.
Alright.
I mean,
Yeah,
isn't it
and I
quite a
feel
ways?
like it is quite a ways, but we could. Okay, so this is the Abbey, or the Amber Temple. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is Baralt. So
Perez.
Berez, thank you. So say we go back to Valaki, and then we go down to Berez, and then we just freaking wade the river, and
Oh
then
my god.
go through the wilds.
I'm for going back to Valaki. That sounds
Back to
fun.
the Amber Temple if we.
So the Amber Temple is on a mountaintop. The only road that gets there is to
Yeah.
follow the Salinka Pass.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
follow the road to get there.
Fine, we'll
Unfortunately.
battle
We'll
another
fly.
giant goat.
It would be kind of fun to go back to where we all began.
It would be fun to
Oh,
go back to
really?
Valaki.
Valaki's not really where it all began. It all began in the dungeons of fucking Ravenloft.
Well, I know, but that was
We
the
can go
town
back
that
to
we
Ravenloft.
basically set up for months and months and months.
I
We were
mean,
there for 8 days.
this
It
is
felt like an
Sorry,
eternity.
this is only the 19th day that we're together. So
What about that grandma?
You know what?
That's really
every
far
single
away.
That was
day I
kind of
ask
a-
myself what happened
What
to
happened?
Anthea. I wake up and
I mean, guys, we also have a whole bunch of loot we could try and sell. And we need a town with
Talkie.
which to sell
yeah,
that.
can we do?
We can go see old what's-his-face that has a flying
What's
carpet
the-
and the missile snaring gloves and all
He's
that
only
shit.
interested in-
He's only interested in defensive things. So
Yes,
maybe this
I
other
need to get new
town
armor.
we
Perez?
Well, we could perhaps
potentially.
But
pay
we could
him
also
for
finish
more,
up. We could tie up any loose ends we may have in Valaki.
and we could pay him for more identification spells.
That's been really handy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a
So
child
where's Argon Vostolt in this?
in
It's a little
Valaki
castle that's kind of self.
that fulfills one of our
Yeah.
thingies.
Cool.
Basically where Bear was.
That's what old grandma's house might be.
Rescue that
Well,
girl.
Could get to stabbing.
So do we want to go to Argon Vostolt on the way back from Valaki?
Yeah,
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
So should we just head to Valaki now?
Yeah, let's go to
Yeah.
Valaki.
We're back, fuckers.
And we're coming
Yeah,
back
so-
to
so
it
just
all.
to-
Everyone
just
I'm
to
excited to see what all my
clarify-
pro-vampire propaganda did.
Oh, yeah.
So we are here. So we're gonna go down, just straight back to the Valaki,
Yeah.
and then check out Argenvostolt and
Well, then Berez, and then-
Berez after.
Yeah.
After
Yeah, I'm
Valaki?
okay with that.
Let's
Yeah.
not forget about what's his spot?
The hags?
The Burgomaster's son.
Oh,
Sketchy
yeah.
McFuckerson.
Oh, don't get me. I have
And
not
Sketchy
forgotten.
McGrandma.
I have not.
Look,
Shall
let's
we?
just murder all of the nobles.
Yeah.
That suits me
Let's
fine.
just take
Victor.
it over. It'll be our town.
Victor.
I'm okay with that.
And
We're all
we'll call it
back to
our
full.
town.
I mean,
Like
their
the
guard
cafe.
is
Exactly.
nothing. Anyway, but let's go back and see the lay of the
Valaki.
land anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Valaki.
I could
How
use
long
the
have we been
familiar
away?
face.
From
How long have you
Valaki.
been away from
There,
Valaki?
that's all.
Over a week.
Good.
Okay.
That's enough time for my pro-vampire propaganda.
Yeah, there's a couple of days of travel. You actually it's been quite a while. I didn't think about this actually, because you overnighted there.
We could see if the father knows
You
any
already did,
myths
so that's
about
3
the
days.
statue that we found.
This is gonna be good.
He might be able to tell us something more about its history.
Laka.
There's so much cash that I'm gonna buy a fucking beer and take off.
How much money do you have now?
So at this point, it's been
So
about a week and a half, maybe 10 days.
Okay.
I feel like you're. I'm like, are you never gonna see the consequences of taking that from the vampire or the werewolf den? I think we should have just all taken money. That's fine.
Too bad.
I know.
It's all mine.
I'm like the only one that can wield some shit because of that.
I'm gonna go buy a flying carpet. I'm gonna go buy Mrs. Snare.
He won't take gold. He only trades that guy.
Well, let's go back to
I'm gonna
Valaki.
trade him the holy icon of Raven. Why can't I trade it? The key items
Snack.
cannot be traded.
All right.
Quest items cannot be traded.
Oh, you got so many of these.
So are we in agreement?
Lydia, take this.
Valaki time.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Valaki time.
So loading up your horse, leading Casimir here.
Everyone on
yeah,
our
we don't need
stream
to
just
trade
logged off.
Horses.
He seems
Horses.
happy.
Marigold.
So Marigold and Cinnamon setting up as the 2 horses driving the wagon back to full strength now. The caravan begins to load out. All of you are able to now be in the caravan with 2 horses driving. So no issues at all there. And you begin to make your way back along the eastern road to Valaki.
Good.
Pulling out from Kraisk, a few waves goodbye from a few of the guards folk. A lot of smiles amongst the city as you pull out back onto the road, and eventually back onto the stone road from the dirt area that you've been following along. Over the mist-covered bridge where you had that encounter with the fallen soldier, and eventually back onto the trail. You've got the 2 trails that split off, one to the north that leads back up to Mount Baratok, Lake Baratok with the tower that you were at, and then the road to the south, which you've actually never taken before.
Oh,
yeah.
I'd like to follow.
Let's take that guy. Take the south road.
South Road.
Which can I see?
Because we can see on the map that it's
Like
the.
this one.
Yeah, I was wondering about that actually because then there's
The
there's something at the end of it.
Arendock. That's
Argon Verstold.
thank you.
Argen Vostel.
Oh, but this
I'm
road.
always so close but so far.
This road that goes. No, we've taken this road to the Salenka Pass. Oh, this
No, we
road
went to the
that
top
goes
'cause
by
we
the
went
Lunar
by-
River.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
that's
do
the
that.
one
Shall we hit it?
Yeah, let's go by the river.
Alright, let's get- it gets kinda
You
rough.
like rivers, right?
But it takes us away
They
from
don't like me,
Valaki.
apparently.
No, it doesn't.
This one?
No. That's down to that. This is to. Where's
Yeah,
the city?
we're
The other
Berez.
city.
Perez.
Berez. That's to Berez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just
He's
doing
saying
it.
that we can either go this way, which we already took when we went to Lake Baratok,
Right,
or we
the
can go
loopy loop.
underneath.
Let's do the bottom loop.
Yeah. We haven't done the bottom.
Guys, you know what else we could do? We could try and deal with that mage guy. There was like a mad mage we was hearing rumors
That's
about.
on Mount Baratok
Yeah,
up
but
here.
we're not doing that right now.
No, yeah.
on 100%.
That's
That's something where if you were to head out north of Valaki and follow
Yeah.
the trail around the lake, you would be able to find Mount Baratok.
Okay. Very good.
Do you think we should investigate that sooner?
Yeah, let's
later,
go through the
but
south.
Let's go.
pass.
We're making
Back
Jordy
to-
prepare literally every encounter.
Yeah.
Trudy, we're gonna go
A lot
here.
of it's already prepared. All of the Valaki stuff is done. It's
Yeah.
where you
I
want
think
to
we
go.
need to go and get that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want whatever that fancy magic thing that old grandma's got on her.
Yeah. Which is, we
Been thinking
we
about it
storm her
forever.
house,
Well, let's
take
not,
the daughter.
let's not storm. Let's infiltrate.
I'm
So
I'm
really-
down with that.
That's an important distinction.
Yes. As a rogue.
Are we saying this as we're on the road? Or?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
just.
cool, right.
This is
Yeah.
party chatter.
Alright,
Yeah, this is like. So,
The
So we have
Rovia
a-
is full of many soldiers.
so what do we
I
remember
see you're finally
about
awake.
Grandma?
I used to be an
I remember
adventurer
quite a
like
bit
you.
about her. Let me just page through my memories.
What do we remember about Grandma?
Lady Fiona Walker. Her husband mysteriously absent.
Mm-hmm.
2 idiot sons.
Her
Big
husband-
hogs.
The boys.
Her
the
husband
boys.
is dead, but she doesn't.
No, they're
but no one
haunted
knows
No
by
that.
one's
this.
seen.
Yeah,
Yeah, no one's seen.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we-
Everyone inside had stupid demon things
Yeah.
singed in
Whoa,
their
whoa,
fucking
whoa!
head.
Let's not
her
go that
mantle
far.
has invocation magic.
And I intend to take
She
it.
only calls Strahd that man, not the devil, and will not discuss vampire spawn. She hates Isaac, wants to kill him.
Yeah,
Um,
so do I. Because he was
And
also
has the
very
daughter.
sketchy.
Isaac wasn't as sketchy as Victor.
He was sketchy because he wouldn't say anything about Victor, and also the old dude got beat up under Isaac's watch.
Henrik.
Yeah, but I got a very good look at his face when we were talking about it, and he did not intend for that to happen. I remember that.
Yeah, he probably intended to kill him.
I mean, the vampire or no, who was it that beat him up? It was it was
We don't
probably
know.
Victor. I think we thought that it was probably Victor.
Well, we're gonna murder
The
Victor.
kid with
anyway.
the
Yeah.
like crazy foundation.
I'm okay with murdering a
Yeah.
child. I'm
He's
I'm
not a
chaotic
child.
with it.
He's like fucking 18 years old.
That's fine too.
Just a baby.
He's a
Smooth-faced
baby
Victor.
boy.
Oh,
All right,
And her
let's keep
stained
moving.
glass
what
is all suspicious.
nice weather we're having.
So, the road continues towards the Locky, hard-packed earth smooth underfoot. Horses and wagons having no difficulty navigating the well-used trail through the forest. Road meanders for several miles. The day passes by without much of an incident, slowly turning back and forth as the trees grow a little thicker along the sides of the path. Only a few branches that have been snapped to block the way. You're able to pass by without any real issue.
I'll be out. Whoever's driving the wagon, I'll probably be like scouting with them while I'm sitting
Go
outside,
make a perception check.
just to keep
I
an eye out
imagine
for
it'd be
things.
Hope driving, because
Yeah, cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, fuck me. All right, 16.
Nothing of any note. No ravens flying overhead, no sounds of snapping, howling, anything coming from the woods. It's a little disconcerting almost how just lack of sound there is, except for just the occasional gust of wind blowing through the trees and the rustling of the leaves themselves.
Shit. What did we decide on where we want to put this thing? And I'm gonna hold up the icon.
Oh yeah, that's yours now.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, I feel carrying this is kind of a hot potato, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're gonna make a baby Bjorn for you. We're gonna slap it to your back.
Do you have a pack we can put it in for the time being?
The
Got like
back,
little-
I just feel like
A little Yoda friend.
okay.
Perhaps we can wrap it up in some cloth to make sure it's not broken or anything like that.
I could use my disguise kit to make it look like a human child.
It's 1 foot tall.
Yeah, like a human child.
Yeah, I'm getting a baby.
Alright. Eventually pulling your way out of the forest, Blocky, a few thousand feet off in the distance, but visible in the waning little bits of afternoon. No major issues seem to have befallen you. You seem to have made the trip without any incident.
They know not to fuck with us now.
Does the town appear to be on fire?
Town appears to be as you left
Not
it.
yet.
Gates closed. Archers atop the parapets on either side of the gate. You begin to come further into view. Some recognition. And a few of the guards start to assemble a little bit. And a few of them kind of cluster a little on the two towers. Bows at the ready, but no arrows drawn, shown at you in any way. As you eventually are led down
Shit.
and eventually outside of the gate.
Wow, it feels like months ago that we were last in Valaki, but it's actually only been a few days.
Well,
What is your business here?
Well, we've stayed in Valaki before, and we'd like to stay there again.
pleasure.
Announce yourselves.
Les Paul, the local drinking champion.
You see a couple of hushed voices.
local drinking champions, man. Les Paul's here. Oh, where's Les Paul come from? I didn't know.
You abdicated your throne, friend.
Oh!
And I'm here to take it back.
Oh, this is what the rest of the episode is.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes!
With advantage.
Yes!
Can I cast guidance on him?
No.
Dude, that's gonna be fine.
Who has
18.
taken up that mantle since we've
18.
18. And they just kind of chuckle a little bit and just open the gate, open the gate. And as you say, who's taking up that mantle? Oh, he left. It went back to the previous owner, who was still drinking at the tavern.
Gwen?
Oh, what's her face, Gwen?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Which
payback
we didn't
time.
know.
Oh, hot mess, Gwen.
Hot mess Gwen.
I forgot what all
We
this
did-
And last time you remember, she was wasted when you started that competition because no one was dumb enough to challenge her. And she
Yeah.
wanted to get drunk. So,
I need a bit cheering up after this
and
depressing
we
few
just
days.
like won that like just
By a
this-
hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
it came down to final roll, what beat what.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Alright, so
This is happening, I guess.
gates are unlocked.
I
Creaking
like the
iron
knocking.
metal opens inwards as your caravan is allowed back inside. Back to the bustling in comparison. Kursk has definitely been a busy village, but everybody just kind of going to and fro on foot. Within Vallaki, more so. More carts, horses, dogs, children laughing and running around. It's still not happy by any stretch, but it's at least a sight busier.
Feels like home.
We should
This place fucking sucks. It's getting down.
go pay our respects to Father Petrovich.
I agree.
Yeah, let's head over
The
there.
church is on your way towards the center of town, towards the Blue Water Inn, so you'd easily
Okay.
be able to pull in.
Pop in.
Can we wander?
What's up, Padre?
Oh, it's so good to see all of you.
I forgot that voice.
It's been some time since you were here. Well, actually, no, it hasn't been all that long ago.
Been about a week and a half,
Just
Pops.
feels
I was
like
going
it.
to say, I suppose our land isn't exactly the largest. Did you end up making it to Crest, to the Abbey? Did you
Oh,
go?
Yeah,
we
we're
might
Yeah.
get
But that place didn't want to
to
stop
the-
sending people there.
Abby.
Oh,
It's it's not in good shape.
it's
Padre.
not.
I think it's under new
What's
ownership.
wrong with it? The Abbey.
Well, the person who's running it, I'm not sure who they are, that they are who you think they are.
They're a real
What
dick.
do you mean?
It seems like it's someone of a different power and a different background who's impersonating the abbot, and has some unsavory experiments going on with living creatures up there.
None of the fathers that you told us to look for and ask for are there.
Oh,
Well, not in the form that they were anyway.
Holy there.
well, it has been some time since I was there. I suppose natural passing would have made sense for a few of them.
I don't
I
think
don't
it
think
was
that's what it is.
natural passing.
Oh,
Father, while we're here,
it's very upsetting
Yeah,
to
I'll
hear.
pull out.
We're sorry to bring you bad tidings, but we thought you should know before you send any other travellers there.
We do have good news, though.
What do you recommend? Should I be sending anyone there at all?
I do not think so.
No.
Not for the time being.
It's not a sacred place any longer.
Kresk is fine.
Kresk is fine.
Well, I know Kresk is not exactly the most welcoming to outsiders, so the Abbey was the place where anyone would be able to find refuge, and if they had any ailments, the hospital would be able to take care of them there.
The
as well.
hospital's gone. There's no one there
It's
anymore.
gone.
Well, it's still there, but there's
No one's there.
no one there. All of the people who used to work there have passed on.
Oh.
And you see he actually gets like really internalized and kind of just like general. Actually, you know what? Roll an insight check for me. As a man of faith as well. I hope we'll get one.
Oh boy,
Oh
oh boy.
no.
It's an 11.
Hope's a natural one.
Fuck.
11.
11.
No one knows
We're
what
both
he's thinking.
just like, what?
It's pretty clear to read. You're not exactly sure, but you get the sense that he had sent people there pretty regularly over the years and months prior.
Oh boy.
Hey,
And
any
he's
cheats?
suddenly just like realizing
Cloven.
that
Yeah.
he doesn't even know if they actually end up like what happened to them once he got there. That he's realizing maybe he hasn't.
Yeah, he
heard
never
from
saw
them.
those people again, and
Yeah, exactly.
Father, while we're here, how is the political landscape of the town? It's been a week and a bit since the.
Well, political landscapes often don't change in very short orders. Things here are as normal. We have another festival coming up. It's
I bet we
going
do.
to be starting in, I believe, about 6 days at this point.
Oh, we can stick around for that long.
Yes.
Or we could go and come back.
This one, I believe, is. I'm trying to remember the name of it. The Festival of the Trampling Deer. I believe
Oh,
it
that
is.
sounds great.
So many fucking festivals.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Well,
ridiculous.
you know, the Burgermaster, he wants to make sure that everybody is feeling good, and this is the way that he does that.
I bet he does. Now, last we were here, I was starting to hear chitters and rumors from the townsfolk that vampires were about.
That vampires
Were able to get within the town
Well, I mean-
because of poor Henrik.
He knows all about our.
the vampires, the ones that you killed, that you told me you
Yeah.
killed.
Yes. No. We know that, but the people are now aware of that.
I mean, not that I've heard.
Very well.
Good try.
We do have
Going to
something
plan my next
we'd like you to
propaganda
look
campaign.
at, Father.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind taking a gander at this thing, and I'll pull out the holy icon of Ravenloft.
You pull up the icon of Ravenloft?
Yes.
Okay. And you kind of just.
Oh, very fine piece. Often given to hallow sacred ground. It's very odd. Where would you have found this? At the Abbey, I assume?
Not really. Found it out near a tree in Yesterhill.
A tree.
The
Yesterhill.
Ulfius tree.
That's south of the winery, right?
Correct.
Yes. I'm sorry, I don't really know much about this. It has the icon of Palor, of course, and appears to be a cleric, but other than that, nothing that I really know about it.
Fair enough.
We think it's
Did,
quite old.
Did our associate see you at all, Esmeralda?
You're so Esmeralda.
Yeah, we sent her back to the Father. That's right.
Esmeralda. Oh yes, a woman in a long red cloak.
Yes, very fancy.
Yes. She came in. She came in to have a simple prayer and ask anywhere that she could purchase a few items, and I sent her over to the Erisek stockyard. But other than that, not much that she really spent much time here.
Very
How
well.
long ago was that?
Oh, by this point, about a week or so.
Okay.
So about 6 days, 7
Very
days.
good. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
We'll be in town for a day and a bit, hopefully.
Oh,
Around
good, of
that.
course. Please come in for a service anytime.
Absolutely.
Be
Yes,
happy to leave.
worship.
Wonderful serving.
We like worship.
Deities.
I want to go see Carl.
I'm gonna go see Carl. Carl
Yes.
Strauss.
Should we drop all our stuff
Yeah,
off
should we
at
park
the
up
Blue
at
Water
the
Inn.
Blue Water Inn?
Yeah,
I
think
kind of
we
want to
should
go to
see.
the stockyard and try and sell these axes.
We'll be there in a second. I gotta go see someone about a thing.
Okay.
Can I go with Les?
Sure.
Please
So,
someone go
who's
with
going
us.
where?
I'm gonna go to the stockyard.
Okay, Stockyard,
Yeah.
Carl.
Carl.
I'll come with Carl because I
Carl.
still want to see if he has anything fun.
Laura.
I'll go with Carl. This is the last one. Is anyone?
No, no.
does
It's all
anyone-
It's you.
Hope will come with you to the stockyard.
Okay.
Because they don't really have anything.
That's
to
probably
roll
fair.
up. So we'll just go ahead and do you guys first.
Yeah,
One out of the way. So what is it you want to go for this?
I just want to try and sell the great axes.
So
Go
the
back,
axes.
yeah.
So going there, you end up pulling into the stockyard. A few people bustling out, just grabbing general odds and sods, a couple of sacks of flour, grain, things like that, and eventually going in and pulling out the great axes. You see some very wide eyes from the people behind as they kind of, not here, not here. If you would like to sell those, I would recommend you go to the barracks,
Ah.
and they will be the ones who will be able to purchase any weaponry. We do not partake in the sale or purchase of anything that could maim or kill. But thank you.
All right. Well, off to the barracks then. I can check on my old friend Isaac.
Shit.
So, progressively making your way back down.
Hope's
you and
there.
Hope,
Okay.
make your way down and around eventually to the
Hope, did
Burgomaster
you
Inn.
know that Isaac's evil?
I think Hope knows that.
He seems pretty sketchy to me, Hope.
Sketchy, but not evil, I don't think.
Well, we don't know that yet. Let's see what's happened to Henrik since we've been here.
Nothing about him has really said I'm an evil person.
No, well, he did lie about poor Henrik, an old man, being mutilated in his own cell.
Did he lie? It didn't seem
seems-
like he did.
It seems like he did, Hope. I'm just saying.
I
Let's just be aware. Be on your guard.
I'll be looking intently, I promise.
Thank you.
So eventually making your way south over to the barracks. around the backside of the Burgomaster's mansion.
Yeah.
The guards are there, recognizing you and recognizing Hope, eventually leading you inside. And Isaac is running a training exercise right now, just regular bows and arrows, a few crossbow shots whizzing past, and then a few loud kind of "Hey, watcher!" off in the distance as a few bolts impact against different wooden posts. And you eventually make your way over. And Isaac is there, as is a man with a ledger who seems to be taking stock of arrows and crossbow bolts that are being.
Have we seen this guy before? The
You've
writing
seen
guy?
a decent number of people. This is one person you haven't actually seen before because you've never really gone here midday just while training was happening.
Yeah. Isaac, how are you?
Doing quite well. It has been some time since you were here.
It has. How's our friend in the cell there?
Henrik,
Hmm.
back to full strength, I promise.
Can I insight check that real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, they're being
He's
all really
dead.
sketchy about it.
Oh, that's not great. Oh, but I have Dark One's Own Luck.
Oh, yeah, you get
Alright.
So is that once a day?
Yeah.
Once per line rest.
Nice.
Where's my insight? 16.
16. Seems to be pretty honest.
Alright, I don't trust him, but we have some things we'd like to sell you that we've come across in our travels.
To sell us.
Mm.
This sounds completely agreeable. What is it you would like to sell?
I'd like to produce all the great axes from the bag.
Save the special one.
Yeah, not the special one, just the shitty ones.
What special one?
The one in the tree.
Oh,
That was
the
super
Yeah,
battle
but,
axe.
but Hope has that.
Yeah, Hope
Yeah.
has that.
Yeah,
That's
Hope's
a-
not gonna-
a battle axe weapon. Yeah. So pulling out the 6 great axes, just one after another, just boom, 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 onto the ground. Just
These worth anything to you?
He kind of gestures over for the guy with the ledger, and he eventually comes over and kind of looks at them and just kind of, and like looks at and kind of picks one up and looks at the nicks and dents in the middle. And just-
Awful choosy for. I've seen your weapons, man. This is an upgrade.
These are brutish weapons. These are not
That's not
weapons of skill. These are weapons to be wielded by someone who does not know how to use a blade.
Yeah, well, they still cut real good.
Of that, they
Tree
do.
down.
Cut real good, I think. What? They cut you so good.
Given the condition and the fact that they would need to be repurposed and refined, and we only have a few people who could wield them. 30 gold pieces.
Can you do me 35?
He looks over at the man beside him and he just kind of. Just. Very well, 35?
Thank you,
And
kindly.
produces a coin purse and ends up giving you over 3 platinum and 5 gold.
Is that-
Alright.
For all 6.
Yep.
Yeah, they're shitty axes.
Okay.
I don't. That's fine.
Is there anything else that I can do for you while you're here?
How's things been in the town? It's been a while since we've been here.
Yes, it has been a very long time since you were
A week and a half. That's a while. That's a while.
Nothing of any real note. We do have a new festival that's coming up. I trust if you're in town, you will be in attendance, of course.
Of course, it is. It is the writ of the Burgomaster that we be there.
Of course.
How's the Burgomaster doing? He seemed pretty shaken by the.
He was a bit perturbed by the creatures that were allowed to get inside the walls. But this is something that he has been able to come to terms with the promises of the guard and of ourselves to be far more vigilant
Yeah.
and diligent. A few random spot checks have begun to occur on certain homes around the village.
Certain homes. 237.
Oh, please.
We are attempting
For the
to
whole group?
control anything that we feel may be outside of our
I may have some sword posts.
area of observance,
Control. How so?
ensuring that the townsfolk stay within their limits.
I see. Martial law.
Plus 2 platinum.
That is putting far too broad a point on it. This is simply ensuring that the good of the people is not affected by the will of the few.
Of course. Oh, I had another question. Did any more information from Henrik?
Henrik's information proved very valuable. Made sure that we closed up the ability for any unchecked packages to pass through the gates. Other than this, he has been allowed to return to the village. He will have to start anew.
Of course.
As he did have a business starting from before, everyone does know him as a coffin maker. They would be able to then return to him, but anything setting up a shop will entirely be on him. So I assume it will be a few months until he's back on his feet.
Have you seen much of Irina and Ismark?
Irina is out and about every once in a while. I do believe she enjoys being in a city that is a little more bustling than where she came from. Ismark has, he has partaken in the food quite heavily. I mean, even in the last week and a half,
You got
I'm
the
not sure you would
Velocity
recognize
15.
the man that he has grown to become.
Oh my god.
Are they still staying
the
here at the
thickos.
Burgomaster's estate?
They are very fine guests of the Burgomaster until they are in a situation where they can then afford to get a house of their own and begin taking care of themselves.
I see. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
As always. Enjoy the rest of your stay. And he turns back to the man who's taking the notes on the different weaponry, and a few more arrows whiz by, and you hear just a loud "Ow, son of a bitch!" And then kind of turn over and you see a very sheepish young woman holding a crossbow and kind of like pointing to the ground now very quickly.
Nice one!
Alright, so making your way out. The other four of you want to go see Carl.
And non-car. So we do the secret knock.
So the secret knocked up.
Hey, Carl.
I'll drop the coin in.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
2 gold pieces.
You gotta pay the troll toll.
And then eventually pay the toll to get inside.
It's been a while since any of you guys came around here.
What's going on,
It's been
Carl?
so long.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been a while for me at least. I mean, it's not like I get out of my house all that much. So, what can I do for you?
We're here to do a little bit of trading, my friend.
I assume that. Alright, what new wares you got this time? Where you been? What you seen? What you got?
Well, do you? Has anything new?
The fuck do you think? I got the same stuff I had before. Nobody else has come through the village in the last
Just wondering.
10 days.
You never know if you've seen some other plucky band of adventurers.
Believe me, if I see another plucky band of adventurers, I'm gonna make sure that I tell them exactly nothing.
I was gonna say, if you see another plucky band of adventurers, that probably means we all died.
Well,
They all sounded a
Yeah.
bit like you, but they didn't look
they,
the same.
they do seem like they only come through here in groups of 5 or 6.
Child
and
school
then
for magic.
they suddenly leave, and then a new group ends up showing up a couple weeks later.
It happens.
So you still just only trading things for things? Still not taking any more gold?
I have no use for gold. Got more than enough of that coming out of my ears. If I ever want to sell anything, I can sell it. Make as much gold as I could ever need for a lifetime.
Alright, well,
More curious than the finer things of life.
Oh, fuck, I don't want to be a Carl then.
along and on in our journeys, I found something that was a bit more handy than what I had before. And I take out the frozen trident.
The what?
The frozen trident. The trident
The
plus
Christmas
1
trident.
from the Christmas thing.
Oh, yeah, it's not a frozen trident.
That's what I wrote down.
Oh, yeah. No, it's the Christmas trident.
I know.
It's got Christmas
Frozen
trees.
trident sounded better to me.
Only ornamental trident.
Sorry, it's the solstice trident.
Yeah, there we go.
And he just kind of like looks at it.
But
That's
okay.
a very nice piece. Well, you see a blue trident, but those evergreens on it. What the hell is this thing?
Gives it a little bit extra kick. Don't let the ornaments fool you.
And you can see him like very adeptly wielding and kind of like spinning the trident in a few different ways, stabbing the end into the ground, kind of getting a feel for it. And he just kind of hefts it in one arm and like looks over the far end. You can see there's a board set up that's there, and he just kind of like grabs it in one arm and just throws it across the room, a good 15 feet or so, and embeds it fairly close to the center. And it's just
Dang,
kind of
man.
like,
That's not bad. I mean, it's not often I need something like that, but I can definitely take it off your hands.
You never know in this fucking town, eh?
Apparently not. I mean, worst case scenario, that's something I can sell to the gods and actually make a decent bit of coin.
Well, what do you think?
I mean, it's nice. What are you in the mood for? You want something defensive? You want something offensive? You want something magic? You want something regular?
I don't know. What you got? Let me see.
Tell me what you're looking for, I'll tell what you got. It doesn't work like that.
Magic.
This ain't a store. You don't come in and you see what your things are that you want. I tell you what I have, and you go from there.
All right, let's start with magic then.
Alright, magic stuff. In and around this, I can give you a couple more pages if you're looking for that. Fill up that book of yours. I assume by now with this thing being here and you said you got a couple more things, you probably use some of those.
How many pages are left in that book?
The other book?
The other book?
I got one with 13. Other than that, picked up a couple of these really interesting looking gems. Don't know if you had these ones last time you were there.
And he pulls out this very, very fine box. And inside there, he's got a series of small gems that are wrapped in very thick, heavy cloth.
And just be real careful with this. As he kind of opens it up, and you can see that one of them is red and one of them is blue.
Do they look like my...
Very similar.
Okay.
Yeah, you would imagine these would probably be elemental gems for a fire elemental and a water elemental.
Okay.
Right.
Other than that, we got the same things that you were interested in last time. We got the goggles that you apparently really wanted. We got those gloves that are super cool, make it easier for you to catch some stuff. We got these braces, make it a little bit tougher for someone to hit if they don't wear armor. That's kind of neat. Yeah, other than that.
God, do any of us not wear armor?
I'd be
Who
thrilled.
could it be?
I think your 2 to 3 things already are.
Well, yeah, but I don't need all 3 of them. Certainly the staff is not doing
probably
a whole lot of
trade
those.
it.
Are you thinking this is going to be just a 1-for-1 type deal?
Well, it depends on what the one is. I mean, the trident is nice and everything. I do the trident for the goggles pretty much straight across. Other than that, it's a nice weapon, but it's not anything really to write home about.
I just pull the group aside for a second and I say, there is one thing to consider is if we get Allura goggles, she's the only one of us who can't see in the dark,
So
right?
that's actually wrong. I
The
can't
thief
see in the
can't
dark
see in the
either.
dark
Okay.
either.
But we can split it in half and have monocles.
We
Just
asked
close one
about
eye.
that. Jordy said
So-
no.
If we're
Because the enchantment is on the thing. If you
Damn.
cut it, the enchantment breaks.
if we're underground, I have an ability. It's if we don't have any light sources and the only thing that what our opponent are going by is their dark vision, I'm invisible to them. So if we make sure that the group can mostly see, that's a good thing.
I think that's a great thing as well.
I'm just
But
putting
I think,
that out there.
Yeah, I think
It's
that we
not-
should also have more pages.
Yeah, I agree.
Seem to be coming across a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out whether or not I even want to be here right now.
What about the
I need to get armor.
the cleric artifact that we found in the werewolf den, the sensor?
Oh,
Who
yeah,
has
who
that?
has that right
Yeah,
now?
I
Who
got
has
that. I'll
that?
pull that out and say, is this look of any interest to you? The sensor of the
Sad.
mad.
Kind of looks at it and it's just like,
I mean, it's a sensor. You can sell it to the guy who works in the church over there.
It does a bit more than that, my friend.
Yeah, and I'll explain what it does to him.
and as you do, you can kind of see his eyes just like narrow a little bit at first, and then just kind of go real wide.
It's not something we want to keep.
What does it do again? I forget.
I mean, that's a thing.
Can I see?
Does it seriously do all that?
Yep.
We've been out for the
Make a
last few
persuasion
days.
check.
Oh, yeah. Can
And more.
I cast guidance on myself?
Sure.
I thought that one was one we wanted to keep for you.
Sick. That's a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a 12.
12.
It's
It was a
pretty
14.
expensive.
It's a
Every
14
use is
with a
25
minus
gold.
2.
It's just kind of like looks.
I mean, that seems like a lot of stuff for something that looks like a pretty basic sensor. Like, I understand, obviously, magical items few and far
We
between.
did.
And,
We did use a page to identify it, so
oh, did you? Can I read
my beautiful
And
writing.
he pulls that out, and that kind of just.
All right. Yeah. This is the thing. Okay. What would you want for that?
I'm looking right at the carpet.
Yeah.
He's looking at the. Yeah. I understand. You think you're not even coming close.
Damn it!
Sorry, everyone. That one is basically gonna be there until the day I die. And that ain't an invitation.
We lock the door.
So,
Jeez, I
about
wonder what the
that.
rest of the group's up to.
He takes like a magical shotgun under the desk.
Oh, he's definitely
I'm
got some
shifting.
stuff
Oh, yeah.
Got some
set in
fail
place.
safes.
He's
for
his-
sure.
But like
I know.
he's defense king. Like he's basically unkillable. I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
You
Nothing.
can
It would be
certainly
fun
try.
to try.
Yeah. So goggles.
You know what this is? This is Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
This is the guy that you face off who starts off the mission, and he's like, here's a sword, make sure you go fight the enemies. You hit him once, he goes, hey, don't do that. Hit him again. Ow, that really hurt. You hit him again, now you're gonna die. Literally, you respawn, and he instant kills you every single time.
Yeah,
You
that's
glitch the game to the point you can't play the game. Welcome to Carl.
My
Okay.
man.
Goggles, identification sheets. They do have those like
So there's
glubby
the
things
goggles,
that you
the
can
gloves,
catch
yeah.
stuff.
We can also
the
trade.
bracers.
We can also offer the 3 pages left to,
Back for
to
the book
supplement.
of 13. Yeah.
So, do you have any other like armor stuff, or is that all the defensive stuff?
There's
you've
this-
got?
Well, I got one other one that's interesting. I mean, you guys have kind of cleared me out on shields, but I got one more that's kind of an interesting one. I didn't know if this would be of any interest to you. It's a shield that's about the same as what you had last time, you know, slightly better, a little stronger. But it's kind of neat. If you end up essentially holding it in front of you, you like get a little bit of a shield around your whole body. It's kind of cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I've also got.
And he ends up showing you the page out of the book where it was identified. It's a +1 shield, so +3 total because regular shield's +2. And then if you're attuned to it holding, you can use an action to gain 1d6 + 8 temporary hit points. That just get that, and it's called the Overshield.
So I'm in the market for a breastplate or half plate. So I'm in the wrong spot. I need to be in the stockyard, clearly.
I could use a strong
I've
shield.
also got this, and I pull that out.
I stick the sensor back in
Ring
my
of
eyes.
regeneration.
And I just give him the sheet.
And he still
Lose
says it out.
body parts. Regrow body parts. I mean, that's really fucking cool. Like, hang on. I mean, yeah, like, I'm interested in everything, but like, when you get your arm cut off, and I mean, I'm not exactly fighting any wars over here, right? Like, I feel like something where if you get your arm cut off, you get another arm. Probably kind of a good thing. Like, I'm
Yeah,
happy
what would
take
you
out
want
the
to sell?
hands.
What would you want to sell?
If only there was a doctor to advise, but I guess
Well,
I'm
we
not
could
there.
probably get this for you without having. This would be very useful for anything. We can probably pull something else together to get to the goggles.
Well, I mean, the goggles are, overall, I'm gonna be honest, they're pretty low on the totem pole. The stuff that you're showing to me, like, you want to give me that sensor for the goggles? Yeah, let's go.
I think we could
Let's
talk about what
fucking go.
that sensor is worth besides just the goggles.
I mean, the trident for the goggles straight across seems pretty fair to me.
How many goggles you got?
I got just the one pair, unfortunately.
Well, you know what? Last time we were here, I kind of screwed you over on that, so I just give it to him for the goggles.
You're about to say, so I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again!
Right.
That would be checking out for
And
leave.
he's just kind of like,
Well, it's
Less.
embedded in the wall, but yeah, that's a deal. Alright, that's a deal.
and so reaches out.
And with that, the mic truck bit died.
No. It's transferred.
So, you want to pass me?
Great, so now I gotta fucking
How
change
many
your
hours?
character art.
The goggles of night.
Les grabs them and puts them on.
Thank you for the goggles.
The interesting thing is the goggles. If you have dark vision, actually make your dark vision better too.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
Jordy, is there time enough for Hope and I to join them?
Is there time
Given
enough?
that you had to go from
Oh, yeah,
Stockyard
barracks,
all the way
yeah.
south, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been wrapped up.
Alright, well, that's one. I mean, do you need any more pages? The pages, remember, those ones you can buy. I'll take gold for those.
We do need pages.
We
It's 100 gold pieces per page. You got 1,300 gold, you want 13 pages? See, I mean, it's a book of nothing, so.
It's all the fucking gold we have.
We'll trade the 3 one, the page with 3.
Can we trade you back the book we have that still has 3 pages in it for the full book, and then just pay you 1,000?
Yeah, that's a fair. Straight across.
Wait, do we have 1,000?
That's from a group loot?
No, we don't have $1,000 in group loot.
You're just saying things.
I'm just
and-
figuring out what we can do.
What do we have in group loot?
We have 297 gold and 2 platinum, so it's really like 397 gold.
I'm like saving
I have
all
like
my
306 all myself.
I've got almost 300.
I have, as far as I'm aware, never spent any money.
I have just over 300.
There's very few places for you to actually spend
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
so.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to-
I think it's worth if we maybe all pool.
Yeah.
We could definitely
'Cause we
want
do
to
get-
find out what shit is way more
Yeah.
than anything else.
So we could spend what's in group loot, and then so that's 400. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if we just put $100 or 100 gold each in,
Oh.
and then
You guys don't have the bag of holding.
Nope.
oh
So you
yeah,
don't have
Is group loot
No,
in
but
the
I-
bag of holding?
Yeah.
it is. But Elise was tracking it, so she would know what was in it. So we could at least do the calculations.
Right.
So
And
I
then
mean, it's something that you could always come back. Like, you make the agreement.
Yeah.
You leave the pages as collateral. He lets you back in. You finish it
Yeah.
off, kind of thing.
what do you guys think? Is everyone comfortable with investing 100
Yep.
gold
yeah,
in for us
we're
to
gonna
have?
need to figure out what all this creepy, wimey-timey shit is
I
anyway.
When we come across these things when we're out and about, it's much more valuable for us to know what they do before we start using them.
That's fair. I'm not there.
No, but I mean,
Rick's there.
not a metagame,
That's fair.
but it should be a
I'm
group
there.
decision. Okay.
Rick's there.
I mean, we don't know what Hope has in there. I'm kind of counting them in.
I can cover if they don't have
Yeah.
enough.
I could half that with you if they. I could front the 50 for them.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the deal. Then I take it. 1,000 gold. You give me your book. I give you the bad book.
And I suppose you has some kind of freaking buyer program.
I keep letting you come in.
Well, you did say there's no other plucky adventurers in Barovia to bring you new stuff. We're happy to keep coming
You
back.
just gave me 1,000 gold. Like, that's more than most of these people in this entire town will earn in their entire life.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Isn't
true.
that good enough reason for a little discount? We're here as high spenders, big buyers.
Now, who else is buying your shit, really?
Hey, there'll be another group that comes through. I'm counting on it.
We're not.
Well, good for you.
Oh,
And
this
hey,
guy.
you know what? You end up doing what you said you were gonna do. All the better for me. And I got more stuff to sell on the outside.
There you go.
Deal. So, we done?
It's agreed, I think.
We're done.
Alright, so you can go ahead and add an extra 10 pages into your book.
And everyone can take.
So just however you want to do it, it'll be 1,000 gold deducted from the group. So however you guys figure that out, I'll trust you to do it.
Yep.
What is each of us in for?
100 each. I'll take 200 out of mine until we can figure out if Hope has that.
If Hope
Yeah, that's
doesn't,
fair.
I'll put 50. I'll give you 50, and we'll split there.
Okay.
I pour one out for my dreams of breastplate.
That shield sounded really
We will
fucking
find
cool.
you one.
Shield
I
first,
mean,
shield.
I want to see if the Gulfius staff's worth anything to this guy, but I'll do that later.
Well, yeah, you could bring that back if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, I'll get there.
And he just kind of like looks in, because you would all be going back to pick up.
Oh,
the
yeah,
pages
yeah,
anyways.
right.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to go inside and pull it out if you wanted to
So-
see it.
There is now just 10, not 13, right?
No, there's 13. You gave him a 3.
Yeah.
He gave you a 13 back.
Oh, I
and it's a 1,000
understand.
gold difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna trade him the sensor, or do we want?
Well, it's complicated because I feel like we had a wizard, but you have used those spell slots. Like that's like in a clutch. Like if you use our spell slots, we're like shit. We need more spells.
Well, it's
You're
also
like,
not just spell slots. It's,
Yeah, it's-
for a cleric, it's the ability to change. Because every day as a cleric, you pick what spells you get to use. That lets you change the spells that you use. So if you're in a
Right.
situation where you're in the middle of a dungeon, you're like, oh shit, I don't need this undead stuff. I need
Oh, does he take scrolls at all, or?
yeah, he does.
So, okay, if we're going
I
back,
took some of the scrolls from you last
Yeah.
time.
I'm gonna show him the Gulfius staff.
You just kind of pull it out as this smoke. He's like,
Oh shit, is that thing on fire?
No, it's, we translated this one, or identified this one as well, and I assume Allura would give him the page with
yeah, and he kind of like looks at the page and it's just like,
Made from a Golfius tree.
could be pretty helpful in a land plagued with blights.
No, get it out of here. I don't want it.
You sure?
Yeah. Something about that just seems unnatural. I
For
don't
what
want
it's worth, it's limited edition because the tree that it came from is no longer there.
If it's limited edition, it should be no edition. Whatever that thing is, if it can control these blights, get rid of it.
I don't know that it can control them, but... Alright.
Man's got a point. It's a
Sure.
little
If it can
spiggy.
get to the point where when it gets snapped and the blights die, that means that the blights feed off the energy of the staff.
That's fair.
That's some bad shit. I have no interest in that.
All right.
Get out of here.
dang.
Back in the bag it goes. For me to use later.
alright. So yeah, the shield was the only other thing, over shield, that you were interested in, Les?
Yeah.
What were the gauntlets again?
Yeah, I'm so I was interested.
Well, last time you traded him the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, which
Oh,
he
yeah.
still has. So those are, they make your strength score 19.
Keeping those on.
They'd make your strength score 19. So it's
Oh, no, but-
instantly a +4.
No,
The
you
other
had
one
some
he
ones
said.
about catching
We had
ranged.
gloves of missile snaring,
Yeah.
which is if an arrow or a thrown object is thrown at you,
Yeah.
you can use your reaction to try and catch it, reducing the damage. And if you reduce it to 0, you fully catch whatever it is. So if it's an arrow or a bolt, or like someone throws a spear at you, you can catch the spear kind of thing.
Did he said something about gauntlets that help people that didn't wear armor?
Yeah, the
Bracers.
bracers.
Was that the bracers? Thank you.
Yeah, so those will give a +2 bonus to your AC if you wear no armor.
So that's for like monks and
For monks, barbarians, and if you're not wearing leather armor, but leather armor gives you kind of a +1 or you have studded, right?
Yeah.
So that's already a +2.
Oh, so I'm fine. Yeah,
There's no difference. It's really designed around monks and barbarians.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm good.
So I know your specialty is defense, but have you heard of anyone who might have a magical weapon looking for something to do with archery in particular?
I mean, nothing that I'm really aware of, unfortunately. I wish I could be of any help there, but most of my stuff is around defense. If things come in here and attack, I got a couple of weapons that I can use to defend my place, but other than that, it's all about things to make sure nobody gets in.
That's fair, but if you hear of anyone who's looking to offload a magical bow, if you'd hold it for me, I'd consider it
I promise, if I hear of anything, I'm sure I'll be able to get word to you somehow.
alright.
Perez. Cool. Well, I'm set.
Yeah, I think
Let's.
I'm good.
I think what we need to do is decide which of the town nobles we're gonna murder first.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Fine. I mean, we're gonna get to the burgomaster. If you guys don't, I will.
Making your way back to the Blue Water Inn, I'm assuming renting rooms for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so it'll be 2 gold pieces per room, so however many rooms you want, 2 people per room. Unless
I'm gonna take the private room.
take the private pay, so it's 5 gold pieces for that room.
So for the gold that we spent on the pages, I spent what?
I'll
It's 100 each.
I'll pay
100
for
each.
the
Even
grandma
100.
leaf.
Oh, we can split it down the middle.
Yeah, Hope and I guess we'll take a room.
Okay.
Les gets a
So
room
that's
to
one
his
room.
lonesome.
Les gets a room to his lonesome. You 2 take a room together. Alrighty, so 2 gold, 2 gold, 2 gold.
5
Around the
Yeah.
table. Just gonna mark that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, dinner is included. You've got the wine that is provided on the house as an additional thank you.
Yeah, that's nice.
Obviously, someone flew back and was able to alert them of the fact that you were coming back into town.
Is Gwen around?
Gwen is currently not there, but you do see the current drinking champ in like very ugly chalk written Gwen underneath it, and the cup is hanging on the wall underneath that.
What time is it?
At this point, after everything that's been done, it's definitely evening, probably 8:30ish,
Okay.
9 o'clock.
I am going to hole up in my private room
Mhm.
and start putting together some more. There's vampires in Valaki propaganda posters.
Alright, sounds good. Other than that, with the next steps being for the group to go find Grandma, however you would like to approach that being on the following day, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that's going to be where we're going to wrap things up for this week.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a little shorter one in comparison to last week, but
Yeah.
relatively
No, it's
good
good.
overall.
Chopped down a Gouliath tree, did some shopping.
Yeah. got
Came
some
back
good
to our
stuff.
This
old
did end up
Valaki
being a
roots.
shopping episode.
Oh,
You're welcome.
A little bit of shopping never
Thank
hurts
you.
anyone. But yeah, other than that, pretty decent. Overall, not too bad. You managed to find, as best you can tell, one of the prophesized items that will assist with the
With the
defeat
murder
of
in
Strahd.
Estrad.
I like how we just kept looking for it and it was there.
It's like, yeah, there's nothing around the tree. We look in the roots. There's nothing in the roots.
I
We
mean-
dig it up. There's nothing underneath it. Maybe it's
mean-
this thing that says Ravenloft on it.
If I didn't know it was stupid, I really wanted to go looking for that fucking city, but it would have been dumb.
Would
I
you
wanted
say
to
it
know.
was like a quest line we may have completed? That's like a milestone.
I thought we already tried this.
we did
Oh,
try
yeah, it was
this.
an interesting one. Yeah, but the difference here is that when you get a prophesized item, that's kind of good. So
Yes, yeah.
yeah, you don't. Sorry,
We don't get to double dip.
you get the item. But that's what you end up getting from this one. But
Alright.
awesome job otherwise. Really cool. I'm really glad that last week ended up working out as well as it did too. I know everybody rushed out right at the end. Of
Oh,
the
last episode was great. I haven't uploaded to YouTube yet, but I think it's still on our Twitch.
Yeah, it is
So you
on
can
Twitch.
rewatch it there. I'll try to download tonight and do it.
Yeah.
I've been bad at
The
that.
last week was like everybody taking on Strahd and like him just kind of toying around with you, and you got to experience some of the power that is Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
He's
that
a
was-
bastard.
Yeah, and that was him without
Evil
doing
dork bastard.
half of the stuff that he can do.
Don't
Yeah,
say that.
Well, all of you remember where there was like, oh right, I forgot he can do that. I had that moment
Yeah, that was
during the fight, and that was when I was looking at his spells.
This is our first like revisit moment too.
Yeah, it
With
is.
so much backstory behind it that we actually could come back to a few days.
Yeah, you've got actual characters that you can come back. Everybody remembers
Ooh,
who they
Kai.
were.
Ooh, Cobra
Yeah, I was
Kai.
thinking about Kai.
Oh, can I have, just while we're sleeping, I'm gonna have Rick, like, sprinkle pamphlets.
Sure.
Perfect.
No issues at all with that. As the night.
Just gets shot out of the air.
Exactly. So that'll be where we wrap things up for this week. We are back next week
My
Minus
flight
7.
gets in 10 a.m. so I will be
on
here.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll be gone.
You'll be gone. Okay.
Yeah.
But everyone
that's
else will
right.
be
We
here.
were going to be
So
swapping
we'll be
one for the other, but,
Yeah.
losing Allura, but everyone else will be
but
here.
everyone else will be here.
But
so.
Emma will be back.
Yay.
I get to play the
Yay.
person who leans
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
The one who leans,
Wow.
not the one who knocks.
With
yes.
goggles.
with
Yep.
goggles.
Yep.
So you
She's
better-
not taking them off.
You have to wear these when you do everything.
It's got bubbles.
I'm just
over
gonna wear
the corner.
aviators.
All right, fine.
Just like all sections.
Alright, guys, we did it.
Cool. Good job, everybody. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with us. We had a couple of people. Hey, Christmas Boy 25. Noel. He's like straight extra attack, 3 attacks in total when you're Gloomstalker over level 5.
Straight extra attack?
Yeah. So it was what we did.
Oh,
was
he was
correct.
trying to like.
Because when you're using a bow, it's that you get attack, and then it's the bonus extra attack.
Yeah.
But when you're using short swords, it's tack, tack, tack.
Stab, stab, stab. Stab?
Lights down. Awesome. But yeah, other than that, we are good to go for today, and we will see you guys back here next week.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.